Selena. It's a bad baby. Oak Cliff girl. Can't make you change my world. Damn, you're so fine, girl. Oak Cliff girl. Put them heels on and prove.
Welcome to Selena's Couch, where you are welcome to be free to be yourself. So you can lay your head on my couch, on my pillows.
It's all good, we can do whatever we wanna do now. I'm in my bag right now, and I got a feeling, babe, yeah. You're gonna be my number one lover. Spend the night making love to each other, with the lights on top of the covers. Just me and you, babe. And I feel like you're my
Love you to Reese's Pieces.
Get you a word. Nana nana boo boo.
Hello. I'm glad that you guys came around to my live today. Now I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah, this is my second live this year. Because I almost forgot. I did do a live the other day, talking about protecting or guarding your heart from these crazy people out here and just negative influences. So I talked about that. So today I'm going to talk a little bit about, you see my title. I pinned the link just in case if anybody wants to come up. I'm kind of going to do like a slight reaction of this. I'm going to start a video, then I'm going to stop it and give my commentary on it. People in this day and time, and you've been hearing a lot of relationship talk. Well, it's going to get worse. Okay. So some of this stuff I'm going to cover and some of the things I'm not going to cover because it just gets redundant at the end of the day. And some people just don't care. But I definitely want to bring some insight to this because I feel like me as being another Black woman, sometimes we definitely, we really be wanting advice on certain things because maybe we didn't get it from our father, our grandfather, or whomever, our uncles. And we be seeking advice because have y'all ever heard about a biological clock? When you used to hear people say that my biological clock is ticking. When I was like in my teens, I didn't understand. I was like, okay, so what? As long as you can have a cycle, you can have a child, right? That's what I was thinking. But then when you get in your 20s and then you become 25 and you don't see it happening, then you get in your 30s. And then it becomes scary because you're like, okay, is it going to happen or is it not going to happen? I don't know. So a lot of women, especially Black women, because I talked a little bit about this earlier. There is a lot of Black women that do get married, but a lot of Black women that don't. And now you're hearing more of other races, even though we think that, especially some Black women think that the other races of women get picked before the Black women. You're now hearing some Caucasian women, you're hearing some Asian women, Latino women saying this almost the same thing. They can't find a good man. It's hard out here. And really, to be honest with you, it may be hard to a certain extent, but I think the things that people go through, like getting a matchmaker, getting a relationship coach, in my opinion, that's so extra. And I'm like, is it that hard? Is it just that the pickings that you see out here, you just don't want? Or is your expectations too high? Some of our expectations is too high and some of it is not. Some of it's realistic, but you definitely, when you're out here, you hear everybody's giving you what they think you should do and all of this kind of stuff. And as Black, especially when I see these Black women back a couple of years ago. They used to go on Kevin Samuel's platform, and they used to go on Kevin Samuel's platform, and they would, come on there, some looking attractive, some not so attractive, but some of them had realistic expectations. Some had not non-realistic expectations. And really, to be honest with you, some of them seemed like they was crazy. Me personally, yes, you should want people to tell you the truth, but you publicly go on a public platform where hundreds, thousands of people can see you, and you're asking a man that you've never met, that may have some vital information and advice, and you're asking him, you're telling him all your business, who you slept with, when the last time you was in a relationship, and all of this, and you're going through, and people are judging you, people saying things in the comments, then you get mad at the person giving you the advice. And I'm like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Right? I know for me, I don't know if it's because I'm a little different. Look, if you don't want me, I'm not saying that being alone is not always a good thing all the time. But at the same time, all this stuff that women are doing to get a man, I'm just not going to do it. And that's probably the reason why I'm the way I am. I'm just not going to do it. I'm not going to sit up here and try to be everything a man want me to be. Okay. I'm going to be myself, and whoever likes it, they like it. And whoever don't, they don't. I'm not saying that there's not things as a woman that you need to work on. I believe it is. And the man that is into you and you into them, they're going to like how you look. They're going to like what you got to say, or how you are as a person. But those that don't, they just don't. You're not going to be, I don't care how attractive you are, you're not going to be everybody's cup of tea. Some men like thin women, some men like natural hair women. They want you to be natural, no makeup, no nails, no eyelashes. Some men don't mind it. Some men, so every person is different. But I'm not finna do, and I'm not finna do all of that. Like, whoever, I'm working on me already internally, right? And then also I'm working on my external as well, because you still have to look presentable. You still have to look decent. But at the same time, I'm not going to do a whole bunch of just changing everything about me and going and getting all this advice just to get a man. I'm not going to do none of that. So I'm kind of curious when some of these women go on these platforms and then get mad at the person that gives their opinion. If you don't want to hear what other people have to say and you don't want to hear their opinion, go on these platforms and make yourself look a fool, because you will get ridiculed. You will get judged from your head to your toe, whether you got weave, whether you got lace front, whether you got nappy hair, whether you got nice hair, whether you light, whether you dark, whatever, whether you're fat, whether you're thickums, skinny. There's always going to be something to ridicule a person about, to judge a person about. And then, you say, well, you got some women that got kids, so some men don't like that either. Some men don't mind, so it's just whatever a person likes you for. That's just what people, that's what they're attracted to. That's their preference. But everybody is not, you're not going to be everybody's cup of tea. And for some of these women to go out of their way, to me, to go on these public platforms and to really just tell their business and trying to get a man, to me, it's very strange. I just, and that's my opinion. Other people do what they want to do to get the love that they want. I guess for me, it's kind of like, either you like me or you don't. Okay, at this point. So I'm gonna go through and speak to everybody because I've been talking. Sassy, thank you for coming through. Hey, Lions Den, good to see you. Hey, K-pop, good to see you. Black Ubiquity, Divine, thank you so much for coming through. Again, I'm not gonna hold you long. You said the goal is to level up yourself to the point that you attract a partner that you are everything for. Right, to them. To them. That's the key word, to them. Look, I'm leveling up on the inside and it's coming on the outside. So whoever is attracted to that, and I'm attracted to that person, and it works and it clicks, where, you know, we're not being so selfish. We looking at, okay, how can we compromise and do what we need to do to make it work? Then I'm good with it. But I'm not finna do a whole bunch of doing stuff just to get a man. Like, if that's your life goal, that's a very shallow goal. And some of these career women, and no offense, because I consider myself, a career woman as well. But some of these women that are out here, they have the job, they have the money. I don't have the money like that. Hey, Natron, but they got them six figures. They're making big bucks. They're making big moves. They got a BMW. They're just doing it big, in the material world, in the career world, and they are really like, okay, I got all the money, I got the looks, I can drive and eat whatever I want, I can travel wherever I want to go. Why can't I find a good man? Right? And that's what they say. Why can't I find a good man? Well, there may be a lot of different factors. It may be the quality of men that you're looking for is not available, maybe in your area. You might have to go somewhere else. It could be maybe your expectations for what you are seeing for your life is unrealistic. You know what I'm saying? It could be you might have to date somebody in a different I can't pronounce it right now. A different ethnic group, So there's a lot of different factors on why you may not be. And then you might have everything on the outside. You might have the things on the material wise. You might have that, that golden cookie where you can, you can really make a man fall in love with you, but at the same time, you can't get him to marry you. So it's just a lot of different factors on why people do what they do, why they choose who they choose. And I know for me, some women that I have met that, they have everything material wise. They're very, they can be very materialistic. Not all, just some. So let me say that. Not all, just some. They can be very materialistic. They can just be very just shallow. And really, they are sometimes just they have a hoish spirit. And what I mean by that, they have the money, but they don't have any standards. They don't have any dignity about their body. Like, it's cool for a brother to be like, hey, what you doing after 10 o'clock, after 11 o'clock, for you to come over. So if that's what you want and you don't really want a husband, maybe I can understand it. But if you say you want a good man and a husband, then I'm pretty sure the man that you're going to meet up after 10, y'all ain't, it's just what it is, right? I'm just saying. So they kind of just, to me, everything is so surface. You gotta, it's like the alpha woman, they call it the alpha woman wants an alpha man. But sometimes both of these hey Rod, how are you? Both of these alpha man and alpha woman, they can't even get along long enough to stay married 6 months. So there's a lot of different factors. Yeah, Rod, they got that whole spirit. You know what I'm saying? They got the finances, but and they say they want a good husband, a good man, but they'll sleep with almost anybody to get that, get that itch met. And and that's how I see it. Now, that is my opinion. Okay. Hey, Brian, how are you? Good to see you. And I'm not trying to offend nobody. I'm just calling for how I see it. You can say what you want to say, your opinion. That's why I have an open panel, because I want to get people's hey Bama, Happy New Year. That's why I want to get other people's opinion, because I'm not always right, but that's what I have seen. I have seen a lot of women, um, that do that. Like I'm gonna just say this. I know a person who is a vice principal. She is a person that, for me, I'm gonna just. She got the education. She's a sorority girl. She, of course, she has six figures in her career. Um, but she's very flirtatious with men. She wears very inappropriate clothing to attract men. And she has a really bad attitude. And she is the kind, she went and told another teacher she liked him, she liked how he looked and stuff like that. And, I found out about it, but I'm thinking to myself, them the kind of women that can sometimes be easy. Not all, and I said not all. So don't come under my comment saying that I said all women has a career is like that, because that would mean I'm like that, and I'm not. I don't care how much my booty big and how I poke it out. That don't mean I'm laying on my back, just letting men do what they want to do with me. So I understand that, and so I try not to put everybody in that box. That's why I said some. I'm just talking about some of the women that I have came in contact with, or heard of stories from maybe my cousins or people that I know, and just observing. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, people can say it's judgmental all you want to, but I'm just going by what I see. Okay. You said I agree. I've been with some whole spirits. Yeah, right. Okay, so you get it. Hey, Brian. Okay, so you said educated women are the worst in the relationships, and I'm considered an educated woman, but at the same time, I know me too, and I know when I need to sit my butt down somewhere and shut up, and I know too that I'm not right all the time. I know that there's a lot of work that I have to work on. Hey, Jasmine, Happy New Year. So I don't ever try to act like I know everything. But anyway, this guy name is Black Guru. He kind of reminds me of a Kevin Samuels, very similar. Kevin Samuels was the godfather of all of this. When these women want to come on here and they want to find a man, they was crying about it. They want them a man. They didn't understand why these men going to other people. Why? So you got this 30-year-old woman coming on this platform. She says that she's going to law school and she has other careers that she's doing. And so she's coming on here because the 1% of men that most women want, because they are considered high value. And for those who want to know what people consider high value, I guess this type of red pill kind of community, high value to me is men that make six figures and above. They are the 1%ers of men. And so they are out there moving and shaking, doing big things. They can get any woman. They can they got the houses, they got the cars, they got the women. So most of these men, some of them are married, and she's saying that she was with the 1%ers of men that had it going on like that, but they are married. So she doesn't want anything like that. She wants a single man that will love her for her. Okay, well, that join the club. That's everybody in the whole world that would want, that's human, that wants love. So she's saying that she can't find anybody, and she's coming to him to ask why. I'm like, lady, just do a lot. I don't know. People just need to do a lot of self-evaluation. What are you putting off? What are your expectations? Look at the pros and cons. If it's not realistic, it's not going to work. I don't know, and I would just, I don't know, maybe she don't have an uncle, maybe she don't have a daddy, maybe she don't have a big brother, somebody she can ask this. But I'm gonna just let you know, I am not paying no $297 for no relationship coach to tell me what's wrong with me. Go to a therapist and let them tell you eternally what's wrong with you. Okay? Do your own self work. Find out why the hell you got this trauma, why you do this, why you do that. Is it because of some past childhood trauma? Go and do some research yourself. See, a lot of times people in this day and time, in our generation, millennials, Generation Z, we're very lazy with doing research and really finding out what is my issue. It's a lot of internal work that people seem to bypass for some apparent reason. Hey, Ryan. So they go to these people that want to sit up there and charge them all this type of money just to tell them what they need to do and what they need to do better.
70 pounds, so I think I'm overweight too.
Okay, let me start back.
I have a degree. I'm studying for law school. I've worked in corporate America for over 10 years. I'm 30. I'm 5'7", 170 pounds, so I think I'm overweight to your standard.
She said, I think I'm overweight to your standard. Hey, CP3. That's what she said. She said, I'm 170 pounds, and I think I'm overweight to your standard. Who gives a damn? So what if it's you're 170 and you're to it's the standard? Is that healthy for your body frame? That's something that you should be asking your doctor. What are you worried about this man that you don't even know? We don't even know if he's in a relationship. He may be married in a successful relationship. You're 30 years old, 170 pounds, and you're asking another man on YouTube for advice about your weight. You should know if you're big or not, or if you need to lose weight. Hell, I need to lose about 15 to 20. So I don't need anybody to tell me that. But okay, let's go on.
But yeah, I've come into, I guess, high quality men, but the majority of them are married.
What do you do for a living again?
I recently worked for Hershey Company, the snack company.
Okay.
As a manager.
Okay.
In marketing. So I did a lot of their DEI for their Black initiatives. I've worked for the Pentagon. I worked for NASA. I'm also a songwriter. So I write music for a children's show.
Girl, she got a lot going on. Honey, you got even any time to even date anybody. You an author. You going to school to be a lawyer. You doing all this. You doing all that. You doing all this. Sometimes I wonder, do these people really get on here and be lying? Because I know for me, I feel like I'm a highly intelligent young lady, or at least somewhat intelligent. All this stuff, like, do you really be doing all this? But let me keep going.
That is up for bids next year with a major corporation.
Okay, so you got a lot going on.
And I'm studying for law school, entertainment law.
Okay, what's your question? What were you asking me?
I find it difficult to find suitors that are Black men that are actually single. A lot of them are married. Even my friends that are lawyers and tech, doctors.
How many children do you have?
I have no children.
And you're 27?
I'm 30.
Oh, 30.
I just turned 30. Yes.
Why are you waiting to get with a man now at 30 years old? You want a husband? You want to be married?
I do, yes.
Why are you waiting now until you're 30?
I'm not waiting. I'm asking. I'm not sure if I should start dating outside of Black men.
Okay, I'm asking you again, why are you waiting, or why did you wait until you were 30?
That is a good question, because I could be married if I wanted to. I just didn't like the men that wanted to marry me.
You like them enough to have intimacy and relations with them.
See, this is what I don't understand. Okay, I can understand people liking the smash. Okay, you don't have no emotional attachment. You feel like you don't. But you sit up there, and this is what I don't understand. People sit up there, and men and women do it both. You give your body to, and which is one of the most sacred things to have. Having sex is one of the most sacred things that you could do with anybody. You sit up there, open your body without putting all his fluids in you. Y'all swap and spit, And then you be like, well, he's just not marriage material. Or, and I'm like, do y'all ever just take time to get to know people? And maybe that's why I might need to get an older man, because most of the younger men, I would say from 35 to, I'm going to say 44 maybe, that I've met, they say they want a wife, but they are not even husband material. So you want a wife, but you can't even, you can't even have conversations, or all you want to do is text, or when it gets too hard, you want to walk away and go on to the next, but you want a wife. And so, but they don't mind sleeping with you. But see, as women, we got to be held responsible too, because you sitting up there opening yourself to a man, and you may think, oh, it's just sex. Women and men are different. I don't care what nobody say. And how we receive things, in our, we're receivers. We got to receive the dick. Okay. So we are a very emotional, and we are get attached. So I don't, you're opening yourself up to a man, and his sperm getting into you. It's a chance that his sperm can get into you, and men's sperm can get into women's body and stay there. That's what people don't realize. It can get all up in your bones. So just think about all these different women that say they want somebody, and the men too. They got all this fluid, all this whatever somebody else done. You done been with all these people, and then you want to sit back and be like, well, yeah, that he wasn't the one for me. That wasn't marriage material. But you did one of the most sacred acts that you could ever do with somebody that you don't even know or don't care about. Like, I don't know. And it could be me. That's why I put an open panel, because I want to get people's understand. I want to see what people got to say about this. Happy New Year, Duke. Good to see you. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about your fluids, but I'm saying, Jack, whatever fluids you got, that's you switching it back and forth with somebody else's. Hey, peep game. Hey, cutting edge. So I'm just saying, like, you opening yourself up, then that, like, oh, they're not marriage material. Oh, okay.
Not all of them, no.
She said not all of them.
If I looked at
Did
my
you hear
phone
what I
right now,
said? Okay, let's start it. Let's do this again, because you're a woman, right?
yes.
If you like a man enough to be intimate with him, what does that mean? Because there's a potential there that you could get pregnant. So what does that mean if you like a man enough to be intimate with him?
You tell me.
You don't know what that means?
I want to hear from you.
I do these things and I ask women the question.
See, I'm going to say this and I'm going to let it play. I know y'all getting tired of me. But why is it some of the most intelligent people, books, that have been to college, they got so much book sense, they've been to college, they have about 2 or 3, 4, 5 degrees, not all, just some, but they're not even self-aware of themselves. They don't even like look internally and be like, okay, what's going on with me? What am I putting off? What do I want? What do I not want? How do I work on this? What are my issues? How can, so those are things that you think through by yourself when you have quiet time. You're coming on a platform where thousands of people can see you. You're asking a man that don't know you. You should know you. But see, what I notice about some people, they're book smart, but they don't have common sense. They're book smart, but they are very surface and shallow sometimes. Not all, but sometimes. So those are the questions that she should be thinking about into herself and answering them to herself instead of going to someone on YouTube and asking them about dating advice. A lot of things are start from the inside. That's what I think. And we as people in this day and time, we're so blinded by materialistic things. We're so blinded about sex appeal that we can't even do the internal work. Right. And experience does. And books don't make you wise. It gives you knowledge, but experience definitely will show you if you paying attention. But what I noticed about some people, they experience can hit them on top of the head and they still don't get it. You said soul ties are real and very under discussed. Right. They are real. You going back and forth with that fluid, and he all in you. Then you move on to another one, and he move on to another. There you go, just swapping spit and everything else. And you think you're not gonna have no soul ties? Men, like I said, they handle sex differently than some women. Okay. So, and then some of these women act like men in this day and time. I don't know if that's real or upfront. I don't know. But I will say that as women, with us being receivers and us being more emotional, like to me, it seemed like it would drain you from just having casual sex, just to have it. But that is my personal beliefs. That's just how I see it. Doesn't mean you have to agree with it. In the past, the wife stage, I want women that want a village that can be developed into a kingdom. Okay. You said I've been fluid full since my ex. Oh, okay. Well, thank you, Jack. How you doing? Happy New Year. Knowing the power I possess and my gene type, one woman is not enough. Okay, dude. Keep book smart. People are blind by too much information. Like I said, too much schooling and no common sense. Sperm stays. Oh, let me see what this say. Sperm stays in a woman's brain for up to 7 years. Wow. So raw, it go all the way to the brain. My God, I knew it went in the bones. I knew it went in the bones. I didn't know it went up all the way up to the brain. I gotta really research that one. That was too much. Okay, let's go back to this. I thought this was interesting.
Because I want to get you to think about what you've been doing. I'm not here to answer a whole bunch of questions. If you really want all this real advice from me, then you can join the coaching program and then you'll get all the answers that you need. You're a woman, you make enough money, so it shouldn't be hard at all.
So he's talking about a program, and no offense for this young man struggle. Do you, boo, and keep doing it. But at the same time, he's trying to sell a program. He's trying to sell a coaching program. And guess what? She gonna buy it too. So let me keep moving.
For you to pay for the coaching program. Costs $297.
$297.
But anyway, the thing about it is you guys.
Someone said I'm a man. I'm biologically a woman.
You guys don't know what the hell y'all are doing out here. Once again, you're more proof of everything I talk about. You're the modern career woman who's done all this stuff with your jobs, and now you're in law school and you're doing all this shit. You don't have time for a man. You don't have time for a man, especially the kind of man you're talking like you want a high quality man, which is actually what my course is about. If you were in my course right now and talking to me, I would tell you, I would teach you all these things, but I would tell you, guess what? You don't have time for a man. You got to drop all this shit. You want a quality man? quality men require time and attention.
Yeah, that was an issue with my ex. So yeah, I agree.
It was an issue with your ex. Okay, once again,
Yeah, I've dated a neurosurgeon, like one of the only Black neurosurgeons in the country. I've dated someone. Well, I don't know if you're gonna post this, so I don't want to say.
She dated a neurosurgeon, one of the first in the country or something, she said. And then she done dated somebody else that had a lot of money. I'm gonna just be quiet because sometimes I have diarrhea at the mouth. Let me keep going.
But I've dated like 1%ers, and
Shirley.
it's been an issue that I don't have time.
Right, dude. I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna be quiet.
you dated 1%ers. You just look. I'm looking at your page right now. You just look like the typical party girl that likes to go
not
out
at all.
to all these different clubs and stuff. That's what you look like to me.
There's no clubs on my page. That's all music industry. I even have my work product on there.
This is all industry and music.
Yeah,
you're not going out. So none of these pictures you have up are you going out, really?
No, they're from me traveling London, wherever I'm at. I used to manage artists as well, so I'm a songwriter. So the artists that I closely worked with, traveling with them, I don't go to clubs. I'm usually in bed by now. So
okay, well, I'm telling you, your social media profile on IG here, it looks like that's what you do. I mean, these pictures and these dresses are like club dresses, and these poses are what women do when they're out in the clubs. This is exactly what I see on the average woman that's going to the club.
Phoenix.
Your social media is atrocious for attracting a quality man. Hell,
that's good feedback. Yeah, no,
I'm telling you right now, and it's one of the things that I do in the program is I evaluate women's social media. Like we literally go through all of and I tell you what's wrong. This picture, this is what's wrong with this one. This is what's wrong with that one.
Okay.
And you got this, I would say probably 70 to 80% of your pictures would need to go if you're trying to attract a high quality man. 70 to 80% of your pictures would need to go. They're not good.
Okay.
You look like somebody that is just good for one thing only, not to be no wife. There's nothing on your profile that. Do you think there's anything on your profile that gives off wife material?
Apparently not.
No, I'm asking you, do you think there is?
I didn't think there was anything explicitly saying otherwise, but if I'm here to get your opinion, so.
Would you give up your career to raise your children?
100%, yes.
Really? So why are you in law school right now if you really want to attract and keep a high quality man?
It's always been a passion of mine, and from things that I've observed, witnessed, experienced myself, law is the fundamental foundation of our country, of how things are implemented within our society.
What does that have to do with?
Well, I'm just gonna let y'all know y'all ain't gonna ever see me on no show doing that. Listen, first of all, I don't be want to tell none of my business. I'm a very private person. So a lot of that, no, I ain't doing none of that. I'm like this, either I'm gonna get it or I'm not. But however, I am still working on myself. I'm not trying to be a build a woman for a man. I'm working on myself internally. And then on my outside, making sure that I'm healthy, making sure that I have an active life, like things like that I can do. If a person sees that and they love that and they like that about me, then I will draw those type of people, those type of men. Other than that, I ain't doing none extra. I'm just not. So if that keeps me being an old lady with a house full of cats, then so be it. Like some of the stuff that these people do to the lengths that they go through is embarrassing, and it's just too much. And I can remember, like, I can just put on a shirt, some jeans, no makeup, go outside, and somebody, whether it's somebody I would consider myself talking to or somebody I wouldn't, I'm gonna attract somebody out there. So it's just about what you want. Most of the time, as women, it's not that we probably haven't met the right person. Sometimes it is we haven't met the right person, but sometimes it is because we want something that doesn't exist. Okay, if we want something that doesn't exist, we want something what social media says we need to get, that it needs to look like this, it needs to be 6'2", dark skin with wavy hair. Hold on, Duke, I'll be with you in just a minute. Let me land my plane. We want somebody that got it all together, he got education, he got money, and some of that stuff is not gonna come like that. You might have somebody that is a mechanic, but he owns his own business. You might have somebody that has a child when you don't have children. So there's things that you might have to, in some ways, I'm not saying lower your value of what you want, but at the same time, you have to be realistic and you have to compromise. Ain't nobody perfect. So I have open platform. So if anybody else would like to come up, I have pinned the link at the top. So let me keep playing it. Let me go back.
So for
Attracting
me,
a
it
high
was to
quality.
protect. Well, for me, it was to contribute something to society.
You see this? And see, this is when you go on these platforms, you're going to get all types of remarks said at you. And you better be able to put up with it. Because right here it says, she looks a little chunky and possibly wearing a wig. Of course she's wearing a wig. But you're going to have people that say all types of crazy comments. And then don't get mad because you put yourself in harm's way. You put yourself on a public platform talking about, basically asking the question why you can't get a man that you want.
But I guess if my goal is to be a wife, then it doesn't matter.
Okay, so here's the thing. Let me ask you this. If you finish law school, become a lawyer, right? What kind of a man do you think you are going to attract based off of you being a lawyer, but this is what your social media page looks like? What do you think you're going to attract?
That's a good question. I honestly didn't.
Do you think you're going to attract I'm going to ask you, let's be real. Do you think this is how you normally are? So based off your social media, do you think you're going to attract a high value man that is a partner in a law firm somewhere? Do you think, or are you going to attract a criminal defense attorney who's really good at what he does? Or
yeah, good luck with that. And I'm gonna say this, and then I'm gonna let Duke talk. But I have, I told you I got a million cousins. I got one cousin who's a real, real estate attorney, and she is probably making six figures and above, maybe. She just turned 40. She has one child, right? She was looking at, she's dating someone now, but her standard was that she wanted somebody that was either making that or more. And I remember last year I told her, I was like, good luck with that. I said, but she said, yeah, because it is very slim to find, especially since she wants to marry a black man, is very slim to none sometimes in that 1% to get that. And you are an attorney and you're making six figures and above. And so if you are wanting something like that, that's going to be a miracle. And who's to say that that's going to work? Just because you have people that make the same amount, or that one's making a little higher than the other, but they're still in the same field. They're, movers and shakers. And he's at work, you at work all the time. Who's to say that that kind of relationship is going to work? What if you need something totally opposite from you? Hey, Duke, thank you for coming up. Happy New Year.
Yeah, happy New Year.
How are
You know,
you? What you have to add to this?
when I see, preachers like this or
Uh,
used car salesmen like this, it's just I mean, they picked it up from somewhere. They've been watching it from somewhere and it's all game. You did what I'm saying. So
mhm.
to speak on the guy, like a lot of women think that these type of men are accurate because you did what I'm saying. They presentation is everything. Now
Right.
when you get presentable and you anybody can do this right here. Get the good mic, get the good quality, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody knows that quality is better than all of the other stuff. You feel what I'm saying? Just a whole bunch of nothing.
Hmm.
So while he's sitting here pacing himself and he'll throw the jab here and there, you know what I'm saying? He'll Olay and do this and that. I'm speaking boxing terms, but as she's sitting here, I mean, he's beating her ego up. She don't even she knows that she's flawed because everything that I've been hearing is she really getting tired of law school. She really probably
Hmm.
getting tired of all of the pressures, and that's like, damn, I should have been chasing a husband and da instead of wasting all this time being treated this way by all of these men in this male dominated field. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
So now I'm finna go get me a man because it seems like all of the men in this field that I'm trying to be in, they ain't going for it. Now,
Mm-mm.
you know what I'm saying? So now I need me a husband because I need
Right.
somebody I can control and I can, be smarter than and whatever. But for her to even say, I don't know if you're gonna post this and you sitting online,
Mm.
she's already behind, fam. She don't even know, she don't even realize where she at. Like she's so lost in the sauce, she ain't been gamed up. She, I didn't hear her previous story about her life and how she was raised, but most women don't know that this right here is an attack to your ego. This is an attack to your, you know what I'm saying, your overall well-being because this is a predatorial nigga.
Right. Oh well, I okay. That's your opinion. I just know for her, it's kind of like when, like you were saying, he kind of breaking down her ego. It's kind of like, girl, you can't feel it because I can feel it, and I'm on the other side of the computer. So I'm like, what? Where's your common sense? You know what I'm saying? So, um, again, I'm gonna keep playing it, and we're gonna go from there because this is crazy to me.
A prosecutor. What do you think you're gonna attract? Let's be real.
No, that's
Somebody in the comments said it. You're gonna attract a hood ninja.
I attract all types of different men, but yeah. I'm not arguing with you. I'm not combative. I'm educated, like I'm not being classist, but no, that's not where I'm coming from.
No,
I'm here
you're.
to hear what you're saying.
It doesn't matter what you're saying. I'm looking at you how you are. I'm saying, listen. This is all I have to do most of the time with y'all. And even
Mhm.
when I have women that have their Instagram on private that I coach, and I tell them to make it public, I'll follow them for a second and make it public so I
Yeah.
can see what their page looks like. The ones that are private usually have pretty decent pages.
Right.
And then I'll tell them a few things. You have a public page. What are you advertising?
I understand.
I'm asking you, what are you advertising? You're not advertising that you're a songwriter, a vocal producer, a voiceover actor, or a future entertainment attorney. You're
If
not
you go to my
advertising.
reels, if you go to the other part,
I'm just looking
not
at your
looking.
posts. I'm saying you're not advertising none of that on here.
I understand.
So when
I'm
you
gonna
look
sign up
at,
for
for
your
instance,
course.
when somebody looks at my content, they can clearly see what I'm advertising. They see what I'm doing.
Yeah.
They
Look
see
at
that I constantly have conversations.
to me. She started on there with confidence. You know, she was feeling herself. She felt like she was looking good. She's seeing all these comments. She's hearing all of the questions that he's asking her, and you can slowly but surely see her confidence go down, down, down.
Yeah, that's what I mean by breaking down her ego, like beating her up, like ripping away every bit of confidence that she even thought she had, and that's just how pimping goes.
Do you think because I believe Kevin Samuels used to do that, especially for some women. Do you think that some women may deserve that because they're maybe too arrogant?
Yeah, but I mean, in this arena right here, this is called the game. So in this arena, if you know what I mean, if you don't know how to swim, you're gonna drown. And so, these are these curious women. Well, let me get on here and see what it's like to talk to somebody who, you know what I'm saying, presents themselves properly and ain't going, and then they just like going into the lion's den. Like some of these bucket head ass women don't know what the hell they got going on. So I'm, like I say, I'm looking at it like, I mean, this is normal, because some of the prettiest women is walking the whole stroll right now.
My God, that's something. That's really something.
For real.
Yeah, I like your insight on that, especially like I said, that's why I named the title Common Sense Ain't Common. Because common sense would tell you no, don't do it. Don't go on there.
No. This is actual common sense, because look, what's the difference between a Louis Vuitton belt and a Wrangler belt?
The name.
That's it. She is infatuated with the quality of what she's looking at. She can't help it. She don't know she being manipulated right now.
That's why she said she was gonna go ahead and do the 297 program.
Yeah, and then she's gonna have to do it, because it's gonna show these people like, I got money, you niggas don't. Like, at least I'm foolish enough to have, pay like I weigh. That's it. Motherfuckers get drawn into this type of, nonsense, and shit, they get stuck. Man, shit goofy.
Yeah, for real.
Kevin
And talk
Samuels, he was a
to
goofy
women.
Huh?
nigga. Kevin Samuels was a goofy nigga. Go ahead.
Okay.
About relationship topics, about their marriage, the fact that they're single. What I'm talking about, all these different topics and related to how the past was, now how the present is with women, traditional versus modern relationships. They can see that easily. With you, what I'm looking at is, it looks like you ready for us to do something tonight. That's what it looks like.
Oh,
Yeah, he don't
absolutely.
even know what he's talking about. That nigga goofy. He just
Yeah.
he from the suburb. He ain't even from the ghetto. Like, just like Kevin Samuels. A lot of these men who don't come from where I come from, like when I hear them talk to women, man, these niggas are predators, fam. Because they know that they lead with money. They lead with things, with quality.
Right.
Man, we lead with intelligence. We lead with, cunning, you know what I'm saying, communication, and this with the mouthpiece and this and that, and like real actions. You did what I'm saying, based on like, a lot of people don't know what resilience is. This dude probably ain't never struggled. He don't know what he don't know what it feel like. So eventually I'm gonna do some shit like this, and I'm gonna show all of these goofy ass niggas, like, fam, like, what are you, like, nah, man, these niggas do not, you supposed to build the woman up. Don't make it to where you gotta go in her pockets. You feel what I'm saying? If you're doing a noble deed like this, trying to build women up, you're catering to females that's lost in the sauce, fam. And you really trying to mash one of these people, because if you want some high value shit, you wouldn't even think that that's what a woman's ready for. Like, that's just breaking the bitch down. Like, shit weak as fuck, fam. I hate niggas like this.
Have you been with less than 5 men in your lifetime?
Everything sexual with these fucking
Oh my
goofy
gosh,
ass
you asked these
niggas.
types of questions.
Right.
Like I can sit up and have a conversation with a female and don't ever have to bring up nothing sexual at all. I don't have to ask you sexual questions. I don't have to ask you none of that. These type of niggas, you can that's all these niggas be wanting in the end. A little bit of money, well, a lot of money, and a little bit of pussy, fam. That's it.
Right. Because I don't know if you remember this, but when Kevin Samuel, would have some of those women that was a little bit heavier than what his ideal was. And again, I don't have, people can like what they like. I'm not saying anything bad about Kevin Samuels, but what I will say is when he talked about that, talking about you need to be a size 8 and you need to have this and have that. And so the woman that I think that he spent his last day with on this earth, she was kind of a thick lady, a real thick lady. And I think she was in
Hispanic.
Yeah, she was in. I don't
Look,
know if she was a OnlyFans or something.
all that. She was all that. And check this out.
Yeah, she was
All
in
of the high valued women,
OnlyFans or something.
all of the high value women that we've come to know throughout the ages, they have always been plus size women. Like if you were had weight on you, that showed a sense of wealth. You did what I'm saying? Most of these skinny women with fake asses and fake tits, they don't got no money anyway. So it doesn't make like these niggas don't preach the real history of what wealth actually looks like. My niggas, meemaws and grandmas and big mamas, these were some big ladies. And there was always food on the table, fam. So they don't know what high valued is.
Hey CX. Hey Roth. Let me finish playing this, then we can talk.
The answer is no. You a city girl.
I'm a city girl.
Weird nigga.
I guess.
Do you know how many? Do you know? There's plenty of y'all that work in corporate places that work, that go to school for advanced degrees, and y'all are city girls. There's plenty of y'all that are like this today.
Are the men on your
it used to be.
like,
listen, real quick. It used to be that women that got advanced degrees, it brought a type of civility, a type of classiness. Y'all don't have that anymore. The world has changed. Y'all will be city girls on the weekends. They even have trends about this. Are you listening? Y'all have.
I'm listening. I can multitask.
Hold on a second. Then stop reading the comments. Y'all have trends. I've seen it. Y'all will do trends where it will be like, this is me at work, and y'all would never think this is me on the weekends or whatever. And it's a woman wearing scrubs that's acting like she's all sweet and innocent, and then she's bending over showing her whole cookie on the weekends. You can see everything up her ass. You can see everything. Y'all do that today, and then y'all like to say we versatile. Yeah, we can do both. We can. And you don't want no damn husband.
And he's telling the truth on some things, but when it comes to that. But at the same time, I'm kind of like you. It's like he breaking them down.
He's casting a spell. He's not telling no truth. He is lying to her.
But they never try to encourage or lift up a person and be like, well, even though I see this, you have the potential on this. I see you have those qualities and all of that. Like they never say anything that would be positive to that woman's situation or what she has going on. It's always something negative.
What I was saying about Phaedra, my partner, she's multi-millionaire, right?
You're right.
She posts the same pictures with better quality. You dig what I'm saying? And she ain't going for none of that. So, you know what I mean? Like, these niggas, I don't know. Go ahead. That's weird.
Yeah. Hey, Rob, what you have to add to this? Long time no see.
Yeah, what's going on? What's up? What's up? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's going on?
Okay, cool. I'm cool. Yeah, I just want to say I agree with Duke at a lot of points, man. I think Kevin Samuels Kevin Samuels did have a lot of truth, right? But it was also laced with a lot of ego and his own personal trauma, and I think he was a square as well. Like Kevin Samuels is not a street dude. Like Kevin Samuels is not the type of person that I would even sit down and have drinks with. To be honest, man to man, you know what I'm saying? And I would think Duke feels the same way. Like even though I don't know Duke, we got the same type of aesthetic. I could just tell, you know what I'm saying? And like I wouldn't sit down and drink with Kevin Samuels, although I did agree with a lot of things he said. But what this guy is doing, he's an exact carbon copy of Kevin Samuels. He's trying to be Kevin Samuels, and he's using the same damn talking points to the T. And what it is you got to get these incels riled up. You got to get these fat dudes who don't want to work out. You got to get these lazy dudes who don't want to do nothing but go to work and make money. You know, a woman told me a long time ago, she said, most black men, all they want to do is go to work and come home and nothing
Mhm.
else. And that shit always stuck with me. You know what I'm saying? And I vowed to never
Mhm.
do that. So I always had a side hustle of this, I do my YouTube, whatever. Like, because you want to build, you want to create, you want to continue to evolve. And having money doesn't make you solid. Having $100,000 a year doesn't make you the man. You know how many
Right.
lames, no conversation having, no charm having, no
Or
game having, no
right.
comfort around women, shaking around women,
Right.
literally, and make 100, 200, 300K. I worked on Wall Street. I worked on stocks. I've seen it. Guys with five, 600,000 can't be around a woman.
Hey,
Uncomfortable.
Mhm.
Ra. Hey, Ra.
Gotta go across. Give me 1 second, group. Gotta go across seas every year. These dudes would go across seas, Thailand, Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, just to have
Mm.
sex.
My God, that's crazy.
Go ahead, Duke.
High value men want airheads. They don't want women with
Hey,
intelligence. They don't want
They don't want
they don't
right.
want they don't want that. So I just wanted to add that.
Yeah, they don't
well,
want women that have their own mind. They don't want women that have their own thoughts. A confident man doesn't want a woman that is doesn't want to control a woman. I don't want to control nobody. I want you to
right,
be able to help and support my mission. You know what I'm saying? And I want to be able to help and support your mission. But I don't need to control you. In fact, I might be into something and I need you to, take over, handle the kids, handle the business. What if, I get falsely arrested? I had a dummy at
right,
home. That doesn't even
right.
make sense for a black man to have a dummy at home. That's the
That's
stupidest shit in the
true.
world to me.
Yeah.
Do you feel like a lot of women that are highly educated don't have common sense?
I think common sense is relative because a lot of people, like I hear a lot of, not to say you, but I hear a lot of people that are dumb say like, talk about common sense, like a lot. I'm not saying
Right.
you, I'm just saying, I think common
Yeah, I
sense
know.
is relative to what the situation is because everybody has unique ways of problem solving. But I do think that most educated women are programmed right there.
Mhm.
So when you learn in Western education, you're not taught to think for yourself. You're taught to remember and then replay it or regurgitate it as a
Exactly.
form of memory, but you're not taught to think critically and analyze and deduct and decode. That's why this woman doesn't see that she's being taken for the ride of her life by a Kevin Samuel clone. She's going to pay for this
Mm,
course, and the course ain't going to do shit for her. I can tell you that now. It's not going to do any because this is all. See, black people in America, we've have neck down thinking, right? We've been
yeah,
conditioned to think, okay, it's the money, it's the body, it's the looks, it's all these external aesthetics. But what about love? Are you going to take care of me when I'm sick? You know what I'm
exactly.
saying? Am I comfortable with you around my children? Can I trust
Mm,
you with my money? Can I trust you when we're in a situation that you're not going to embarrass me? Those are the things that you find out over time. And even with
yeah.
myself that I'm dating, what I'm finding now is a lot of women, they want to rush into a relationship real fast within a month,
Wow.
2 months. This is some new shit that I've been dealing with the past 2 years. I don't know if it's me or what, but they want to rush like fast, fast, fast. And I'm like, yo, let's take our time. Like we ain't even been through
Exactly.
nothing. You ain't been through a hardship with me. You don't know how I react in struggle. You don't know how I react under adversity. And then another thing, you want me around your kids for the first 2 weeks.
Right. That part.
Come on. Yeah, I make money. I make a decent amount of money. I understand that I'm a catch, but just because I may be a catch, that does not mean that I am the catch. I could
I
be a
know
piece of
that's
shit.
right.
I could be a piece of shit that's just charming. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right,
With with some good sex. That's it. You don't know me, really. So
right.
take time to see things unfold in these relationships. The money, yes, we don't want to be financially secure, but you should have your own coming in so you don't have to depend on no man's money, no man's 100K or whatever to see that that's high value. No, high value is, do you love me? Do you care about me? Are you there for me?
Mm,
Are you willing to support me? Can you teach me something? Can you help me level up to the next level in my life? That's high
right.
value. You're taking me higher. High value is not she got a fat ass and big titties and she's pretty. High
Right.
value is not I got $1 million and I drive a Benz and a Rolls Royce. All that shit leaves when you die. All that shit you could have a financial crash like in 2008 and lose all that shit. Then what? Then what you got? This is why during the
Mhm.
pandemic, a lot of these rich people and these people who are in couples who had to force to sit around each other and really get to know each other started divorcing, started separating, started breaking up. You saw that with even with a lot of celebrities where they got together and they really got to know who the person was and realized they
Mhm.
couldn't stand them because they never knew them.
Couldn't stand them. That's deep. But you ain't lying. You ain't lied once. Okay. Duke, you had anything you wanted to add with that?
Um, yeah, I don't like these type of niggas.
You just don't like
Now I'm
Nah,
with you,
because
dude.
they
I'm
because
with
they
you, dude.
because they change. Oh, yeah, I did have something to say.
Mhm.
I believe that this is common sense because this was taught to her. When all this fails, uh, go to the man who sounds like he has it put together. You can believe that.
Sounds.
That's
Yeah, you
that's
said
it.
sounds.
Yeah,
Okay.
sounds. That's it. So because like I say, this is what women do. They'll get tired of the flings, they'll get tired of what they attracting, but they doing something else, you know what I'm saying, that's higher than. And then
Mhm.
all of a sudden, well, I know I ain't no high value woman because don't none of these high value men that I work around want me. So let me ask somebody. Let me go ask somebody who knows something about it. What he's doing right now, training women to be around high valued men, man, this ain't nothing but pimping. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She gonna end up quitting her profession, finding a regular, mommy job. You dig what I'm saying? Something that she can 9 to 5 and be at home or part-time or whatever. He finna break this woman all the way down. And by the time she realized how much she done spent and how much time she done spent following this false doctrine. Now I believe in this doctrine. I want to say that. I believe in this doctrine because this doctrine has been utilized to make a lot of people money. You feel what I'm saying? I
Mhm.
use it. I use it, but I don't use it on bitches who got some. I use it on bitches who got nothing.
Ah, okay.
To be honest, you got to be. That's what I'm saying. He ain't even gonna be honest like that.
You're right.
I
Ain't
use
that
I
part.
use this shit on bitches that ain't got nothing because this is how you build them up. Letting them know, okay, damn. So you fucking all these niggas, you can get paid for this shit, right? Matter of fact,
Mm.
I can teach you. I can teach you how to do this shit without you even fucking no more. I can teach you the real game. You did what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
we're gonna get paid. Just like, and that's the doctrine. So I believe in the doctrine, but the niggas applying it, they ain't number preachers and used car salesmen.
That's
Wow.
pimping, baby. That's pimping 101, baby.
So let me ask you this question. Would you rather just hear a woman say, either you like me or you don't? I'm not finna do all this extra stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
if,
yeah,
yeah.
that's cut and dry because like I say, I grew up around high valued women. You feel what I'm saying? They
Uh-huh.
played niggas. Niggas didn't have no chance around the women that raised me. So they it's either my nigga is you for me or now. If we gotta
Right.
pick rocks, and that's it. So, like I say, I'm from Dallas, y'all, and I lived
Right.
in Minnesota. I've lived in California. I lived around women that ain't going. You know what I'm saying? So when I see women doing this shit right here, man, you out of pocket already. Even jumping on some shit like this, and then
Right.
you can't even stop reading the comments because you so social media. You so programmed. You so
Mm-hmm.
programmed. You don't even know. You don't even realize that your multitasking is a distraction. Why you
Mm.
should be focused on being a lawyer? Man, you want everybody to know that you well traveled. You want everybody to know that you look good. You want everybody. No, that ain't no nigga. You what you supposed to show is that man, you stand on the law. You stand on business. You stand on doing something good for people out here. You ain't got no PSAs about you ain't teaching nobody about the law. You're not elevating niggas. You are distracting niggas. with them stupid ass pictures on your profile. Now, if you go back to saying I don't want to help nobody in the world, man, bitch, you can post whatever the fuck you want to post. But if you want to help niggas, you can't distract niggas.
Man, okay. I need to look at my Instagram. I don't want to distract nobody. Okay. I like that talking point. I really do. Let's keep playing it a little bit and then I'm gonna let y'all talk.
Okay.
Oh, this is very insightful. You get all of that from this short interaction.
Yeah. Don't take me long.
Cool.
Let me see your fingernails. Go like this.
They're usually shorter. I'm also a classically trained pianist, but it was my birthday weekend, so I got nails.
You all this. You're a classically trained pianist, a songwriter, vocal producer, voiceover actor. You work for the Hershey Company.
I went to Temple.
You're going to school to be a entertainment attorney. Really?
I am.
See, and Phaedra's an entertainment attorney.
Whatever you want. The work from Hershey is on my page. I can see my work from NASA, my work from the Pentagon. Like, why? What? I'm not here to be degraded.
Send me $500 right now to my Cash App.
I think you're an intelligent man.
Send me $500 right now to my Cash App.
Sure.
Because you know I have women that come on here that are millionaires and they actually did
I'm not a millionaire. I'm not there yet.
Well, they had money. So I'm saying if you got money and you about all this stuff, send me $500 right now to my Cash App.
Dusty activities.
You like women to take care of you?
You want me to stop? Yeah, I need something. Y'all want to say something?
Okay, look.
What I mean by take care.
So look, Phaedra Parks is an entertainment attorney. She posts even better pictures, more voluptuous, sexier pictures. You dig what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If she is going to be an entertainment lawyer, she has to attract rappers and entertainers. This is the field. This is sex sales. It is what it is. She's not going to be she's not going to go study the bar. I mean, to be sitting in the courtroom handling criminal cases. So he is wrong with his whole assessment. This nigga, man, go ahead, Rob.
Go ahead, Rob.
Well, I will say this, right? If I looked at her profile, all I'm gonna think about is when I'm a smash. That's it. Like when I look at profiles and shit of women, like I want to see some wisdom. That's me. You know what I'm saying? I want to see where your head's at. I want to see your mind's at. Every 90% of women, all they got on their social media is pictures. Pictures. I done been with a lot of women. I done been with beautiful women. You know what I'm saying? I have sexual exploits. That's not gonna stimulate me. Just you looking good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it might stimulate my loins, but what else do you have? Like, is your head on straight? Like, is your mind right? Again, the internal qualities, not the neck down shit. Like, I don't care how much money you have necessarily. I don't want you to be broke, but like, that's not going to move me. I don't care what you're doing and how much you acquire. I care, are you going to support and love and care about me? Period. And do you have as people say, common sense?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Do you have some reasoning ability? Are you able to think for yourself? And obviously, this woman is not able to think for himself. And this dude is pimping. You know what I'm saying? Because the fact that he asked somebody for $500 on the stream, it's like does the dustiest of dusty activities.
Mm-hmm.
And he's requesting, you know what I'm saying? And he keeps pushing this course. Like one thing Kevin Samuels, I will say, he never did no shit like this. You know what I'm saying? This dude is probably broke as hell himself. And he just got a nice setup. Like he probably paid a couple $100 to set this up. And he's probably broke himself because a real nigga would never, unless he's pimping, like Duke said.
Mm-hmm. All right, let me keep going. Thank you again, Andre. I really appreciate that. And I did have a goal, so if you guys can, I would really appreciate it. My goal is 5 super chats, if possible. Thank you so much.
Care me is yes for the value and the service.
You like to be tricked on by women?
The value and the service that I put out with this content, yes, they should definitely.
So if I pay for your services, sure,
okay.
But like, am I getting a discount on my services?
So why don't you go and pay for the coaching program?
Absolutely, I said I would.
Okay,
that's not a problem.
Okay,
and I had planned on that.
Okay, go ahead.
I think I'm just coming click the link to you in my bio. A very cordial way, so I don't get where the animosity is coming
There's
from.
No animosity.
Your interactions with women that are combative and masculine, that's not me. So I'm not really, I don't know.
You ratchet.
I'm ratchet?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm whatever you say.
You're
Yes.
the only
I will
one
be
that.
submissive
No,
in this
it's not.
moment.
It's
Whatever
not.
you say.
Okay, so
I am.
since you want to read the comments anyway, go ahead and read the comments and see what they think about you. Can
They
the
think
people
I'm
in
a
the
hoe. They think
comments?
I'm
Hold
ratchet.
on,
They think my hair is not real.
hold on,
My hair is 18
hold
inches
on,
long.
hold on.
I don't care. Here's
Well,
the
if
thing,
you
though.
think
You're in
it's
the
just
business where
me,
you
why
don't care
don't you
what people
let
think
them
about
judge you? Why don't you let them judge you so you don't
They
think
are.
it's just me?
Everyone can judge me. It's a free world. I came on here knowing I'd be judged. It's okay. I don't care. These people don't know me. I'm going to pay for your services, though, because I think you know what you're talking about. So regardless, that's fine. Yes,
This
sir.
dude is broke.
No, I want you to read since you wanted to read the comments.
Go ahead. What were you saying?
No, I was saying this dude is broke, man. This dude is broke, yo. I know a broke nigga when I see it. This nigga's
Yeah,
broke.
this is called pole pimping, man. This is. I mean,
Thank you,
do you.
Andre. Thank you, IB.
Yeah, nigga, do you? It's part of the game. It's enough for everybody to get because it's a bunch of stupid ass women out here and people that would come out here and support this type of energy anyway. You know what I'm saying? But nigga, do you? But man, both of these two individuals, they didn't grow up in my world.
Right.
So
let me keep on. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you for blessing me. Thank you.
Comments, go ahead and read them. I'll read you the ones over here on YouTube.
Okay.
The people on YouTube saying that you're ghetto, you're defensive, you're ratchet.
Yes, absolutely, 100%.
They can't believe it. You're easy pickings.
Yep.
You're all over the place.
Yes.
They think your body count is 50 plus.
Dang.
It's 300, so they're close.
Oh my God. And she's
What else?
fine.
You
She
dress
looks
like
she's
you're
getting
trying to
upset.
attract other women. Shout out to Mrs. Gail for
Women are beautiful. So yeah, I compliments from pretty women. Take that over. Yeah, that's fine. My point is, I came here for your services. So what else does Mrs.
You
Gail
came here
whoever
for
have
my
to say?
services, but you've been reading everybody what they've been saying to you in the comments.
I'm listening to you.
No, you haven't. I literally watched you and you said, "Oh, I'm reading the comments and seeing what people
They're
are
funny. It's just funny how people think they can just be little. Oh, my friend's watching this live. He just texted me. Okay. Yes, sir. What else?
said he just texted me. Okay, yes, sir.
You
He
want a
probably
quality
said,
man,
"Man,
you
get
need to
your
lose
goofy ass off this shit, man. What you doing?"
Right. That part.
that weight
Facts.
too.
How much?
At least 20.
20.
Yeah.
Oh, I like food.
You seem like a spoiled brat to me.
I am.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You're right. You know what you're talking about.
So
Absolutely.
how are you going to join this coaching program that I have and actually do better and be better if you act like this? Because listen, if you're going to be in my program, I'm going to break you all the way down.
Told you.
That's what I was hoping. Like, how are you going to get...
So this they go. They got to break you down first.
Do
That's what
better.
pimping is.
Yeah, do better. You're gonna do better. This is all. You know what? I'm gonna have to do pimp vocabulary just so people, when people use these certain words. Now, if he would have said, "I want you to elevate," that's a totally different, because doing better ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Doing better don't get you nowhere. You feel me? But
Okay.
elevation does. So go ahead. I'm gonna do key terms, pimping key terms. Go ahead.
check? Like, what's the program? Put me in check.
I'm not trying to put you in check like that. You looking for the wrong services.
What are you talking about, sir? I'm being completely professional.
You
I don't know what you're
playing
into
now with me. Have a good night.
Wow. So he ended up getting rid of her and I guess dropping her down. Some of the people in the comments saying, most of the men are saying that she was very argumentative. Some people say she looks too heavy. There's a lot of crazy comments in there. Then I saw that cat lady origins. I'm like, look, either you like me or I don't, or you don't. I ain't finna do all that. It's just weird.
Most of them dudes in the comments are sitting home with a bottle of baby oil and a paid subscription to
That part.
OnlyFans and Pornhub. Like, get the fuck
Uh,
out of here. How do these OnlyFans chicks make so much money? But yet all these dudes is in the comments talking about these city girls and ratchets. Who's paying them?
They
It
are.
ain't the girls. It ain't exactly. So
They are.
that's why I said this shit is ridiculous.
Like I
Selena,
said, look,
I'm gonna leave a donation, but I gotta handle some business soon. Thank you for
thank you,
allowing me up
Rod.
though.
I
Salute
appreciate
to the
you.
chat and everybody in there. Salute Duke too. Peace.
Wow, yeah. Duke, you gonna have to break down that pimp vocabulary. Tell me. I wanna know.
yeah, because um, use a bunch of low vibrational words with high expectations. The word better, I mean, it sounds like
Mhm.
bitter anyway. I don't even, I mean, I use the word um because I mean, it's a common word that you use. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you write music. Sometimes you can't say elevate because people don't want to elevate. You feel what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So to grasp people's attention, you say words that are commonly known. You dig what I'm saying to everybody. So listening to that right there, just it makes me want to put on a suit and tie and talk the way that I talk and show these people like um no, it's no different from what I'm saying. What I'm
Mhm.
saying is what he's saying. It's just we differentiate because of our intentions. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
I tell a female, like, this is what I want you to say. I want you to say, put it in my purse.
You telling me to
Yes.
put it in
Just-
my purse.
Yeah, just say it one more time. Put it in my look at or I know you I want you to look at the screen. I know we can't see you, but I want you to tell these men, put it in my purse.
Put it in my purse.
That's PIMP. Now, the male version of PIMP is put it in my palm so I can put it in my pocket. Put it in my pocket. You feel what I'm saying? Now,
Mhm.
so if I was talking to her, it wouldn't have went like that. If I
Mhm.
had that platform, it wouldn't have went like that. You know what I'm saying? Because it would have been like, hey, now, ma'am, I think you need to fix your studies, you know what I'm saying, your study routine. And it seems like you got doubt. He didn't once question her ability in her schooling or why she's doubting herself academically. You did what I'm
Mhm.
saying? He should have done that because that would have told the story on why she's on the internet. And you want to be a prestigious, you know what I mean, individual, and you getting on these type of platforms and then you don't show no type of poise, you don't show no type of focus. It's like you can't even focus because your eyes are down like this. And so I'm looking at the comments, but I'm talking to you. No, what you are looking at, what you're consuming with your eyes is what
Mhm.
eventually you start to think that your eyes override your ears. You feel what I'm saying? Because
Mhm.
your eyes are projecting what you're seeing inside of your head. Now, when you got sounds coming in as you're looking, it's hard for you to multitask. You know what I'm saying? Because everything from your ears sound like white noise. You did
Mhm.
put it in my pudding. That's funny as hell. But nah, this is all psychology. It's just a game. This type of doctrine right here is game. Just like go ahead.
So they break them down first. They break their ego, their confidence, and all of that, and
Mhm.
then what do they do next after they break the woman down?
Now comes a series of physical tests. How much will you give? How much are you willing? How much of you are you willing to give? How much time are you willing to give? If I hit
Mhm.
you up, you gonna answer? If I tell you do this, you gonna do it? So now
Mhm.
will comes into effect. After they break you down and they see that you're willing to be broken down, now here comes the whole wheel doctrine. The wheel doctrine is based on time, action, and sacrifice.
Okay.
Those are the three things that come next.
Wow. And basically these women that are getting on different platforms with these relationship gurus, they're basically being pimped. Their money is being taken. They're being broken down.
Mhm.
Ego, their confidence is being broken down, and basically it's just it's a scam for them to get more money.
Well, scam, spell it backwards.
Mm-hmm.
MAC. Mind altering conversation. This is what Macs are. Like Mac is the level above a pimp.
Yes.
You got player, pimp, and then Mac. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
once you and above Mac is preacher.
Okay.
These are the four stages of pimping. You got
Now, just
good.
to be fair, all preachers are not like that, right? You
They
think all preachers are like that?
they're all like that. They don't they pimp the book. You know what I'm saying?
So
Jesus never.
I'm gonna have to. We can agree to disagree. I believe some
That's fine.
do. Yeah, I
That's
believe
fine.
some do, but
Well,
I don't believe
Jesus
all.
never asks for anything.
No, that is very
Never.
true.
If a preacher in your church asks you to pay your tithes, that's against Christ's doctrine anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Because he never asked for anything. Never once. He never once, even when the prostitute came to him, she gave him the money and he said, nah, go and send no more, and gave it back.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree
So
with that
any
point.
preacher who asks you to pay anything, when you come into this, you got to be chosen. You got to already have it when you come preaching, the indoctrinated, the unfallible. You know what I'm saying? You already have to have it, because this is a message that don't need money.
Mm-hmm.
You did. I
I
got Jesus' face
understand that.
tatted on my face. I've seen the preachers of the preachers. I know preachers from the biggest to the smallest, especially in Dallas. I know all of them. I've seen them all. You feel what I'm saying? Even in the white churches, but they live by a different type of they way is different. You did what I'm saying. Nobody criticizes them because they've been trained since their existence. You feel what I'm
Uh-huh.
saying? They don't go against the grain. But us, we didn't come from this. Pimps are taken and beaten and stoned and put on the stake and beheaded, and you know what I'm saying, back in, because they were like vigilant wolves coming into the community. That's why the wolves in sheep's clothing thing it should stand out to people, but a lot of people don't realize that this type of doctrine, I mean, you don't need no money. The government funds churches, 501c3. You don't need money from the people because you're funded by the government anyway.
Let me ask you this question. I'm going to kind of go back to the women. Um, why do you think, I've always wondered, why do some women go into prostitution and they want to have a pimp? Like, why wouldn't they, if they wanted to do it, then why, like, go into it being your own boss if that's what you want to do? Why get a pimp? What is the point of some women? Why do some women have that type of mentality to have a pimp when
Because
they're in the sex circle?
they're not women. They haven't developed into women yet. Pimps don't choose women. As soon as they turn 18 or younger,
Mm-hmm.
they don't they want young ladies, you know what I'm saying, that are impressionable and can be manipulated. Ain't no grown woman. There's never been in the history of none of this shit a grown woman wanting to be pimped by nobody. No, them niggas they choose younger women,
That are
younger ladies.
impressionable. Yeah.
Yeah, that have nobody. Like women don't. don't fit the criteria for being pimp. You know what I'm saying? Now, girls, young girls that, are just becoming of age and have nobody, those are the only ones that get pimped. Women don't get pimped. Now, women get food, but they don't get pimped. You did what I'm saying? So
Okay.
they don't even fit the mold of what pimping is.
So some women that are a little older that decide, hey, I want to get into this game. Let me get up under somebody. They're going in there willingly. They're not being pimped into it. That's
Yeah.
basically what you're saying.
Yeah. And if you that's choosing. If you choose and you older, I mean, shit, you all else fails, you know what I'm saying? Go back to the streets, go back to the carpet or the concrete. Like this is the oldest profession anyway. This is one of the first professions, like outside of the agriculture field and selling ores and making metals.
Mm-hmm.
Prostitution is the biggest business ever.
Mm.
It's the biggest business.
Been here since, like you said, the beginning of time.
The biggest business.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so any woman that chooses to, that's not going to happen in this age because that doesn't even make sense. You know what I'm saying? Women are too independent. You know what I'm saying? They've been raised too independent. They don't have fathers and mothers. See the ones. See, let's see. Let's just start from the 60s to the 90s. The reason why most of them young girls was displaced like that is because they were either getting let me say no lested. I'm gonna say no lested with an M, right? So they were either getting no lested or their mama was getting beat or they end up pregnant or you know what I'm saying? It was just a whole bunch of stuff going on in the home and they got displaced. But those same women became the independent women now that we have today. So they wouldn't do that. There's no they not, and they train their daughters not to do that. You feel what I'm saying? And then they train their sons not to do that to them. So right now, 2025, ain't no grown ass woman getting pimped by nobody. You know what I'm saying? They might get food, they might get manipulated, swindled, and scammed and macked. But other than that, they not finna go out and sell no pussy, fam. We ain't doing that.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna share this with you guys. Some Meteor review. He's talking about this lady. I didn't seen her before. She's saying that she want a high value man, all this high value man kind of stuff. So I wanted to share this video.
He would hear me out. I went on a date with a guy last week and it was a good date. We had a fun time together. Okay. He's a big time lawyer. He owns 3 to 4 cars. He's doing really well in life. Okay. You guys know I'm a model. I'm new to the city. What? Transplant. Don't even have a car yet. Like still building up my life out here. Listen, you know what? Regardless, I expect my date to either pick me up or Uber me to the date. Okay. That is just my standard. How many dates though? He was a perfect gentleman. He picked me up and everything. So he did that. He calls me today for a second date. He wants to go golfing. I said, great. What time are you picking me up? He's like, well, it's out of the way to pick you up. I just recommend you Uber to me and then we can go on our date. And then very fair. I wasn't sure if he meant me Uber myself or him Uber me. So I hung up and I texted him. I was like, hey, I'm excited for Saturday, but just to clarify, he calls me up and he's like, can you clarify your text message? And I said, I was wondering what you meant by the Uber. Were you going to call me an Uber or did you want me to call an Uber for myself? And he said, I recommend you call an Uber for yourself. And I said, oh, well, since this is a date, I prefer you to Uber me or you can pick me up. And he's like, oh, well, I think you could just do it yourself. And my thing is, yes, I can do it myself, but you're asking me on a date. I expect to be taken care of. Pick me up or call me an Uber. The notion that it's too far or too out of the way for the date, it's an inconvenience for me because now I have to pay for part of the date. I have a problem with that. Totally.
Okay, so what do you think about that, Duke? You're
She
you're
is.
Duke.
She's perfect at what she's saying. Her hair is longer than like this is a natural individual. So
Mhm.
if she's the prize, nigga, what you mean? Nigga, you supposed to pull up in the chariot, nigga, or have the chariot, summon her, nigga. Like, what is you on, fam? This is an actual woman. You know what I'm saying? She got the standard of saying, nigga, this is what it is. If you want to fuck on me, touch on me, and be in my presence, you're the one that wants me, fam. You're the nigga who professing to be a man. For you to say that it's out the way and then say get a Uber, but then when she asked to and she asked for clarification. Hey, so am I getting an Uber or are you getting an Uber? Man, that's a red flag already, fam. Why you want her to pay? You don't want to say this out the way, and then you made it more convenient by saying getting the Uber, but then you like, no. So that means that you really don't even want somebody. You already saying what type of woman you want. You want to see if the woman got enough to bring herself and this and that. But nah, fam, that's not real. Women don't do that, fam. Like even in the courting days,
Right.
when families were courting their princes and their princesses, that family that was courting the princess, they gave everything. They never no, we already got it. No, we gonna send for you. You know what I'm saying? You get here, okay, we get here, we do the initial meeting, but then we're gonna send for you, you know what I mean, when you come back. And then we're gonna work our trade lines. You feel what I'm saying?
Right,
So this
right,
shit right here,
right.
'cause you can clearly my godmother is from Louisiana and they got the same hair. I guarantee her hair is longer than 19 inches. You know what I'm saying? This is
Right.
so you see the difference in then her confidence and like, nah, nigga, like what you mean? Like, nah, we ain't doing all that.
I gotta ask some questions. Again, this is an open panel, so anybody is welcome to come up. Hey EJ, good to see you. Hey CC, thank you for coming through. Um, I I wanted to ask you this question because you know I'm personally I'm kind of old fashioned, but I know we live in a total different world sometimes, and men and women now they are just different. I want to ask you from another question about this
Mhm.
because um a lot of the times I think when when men say if nah I'm gonna pay for it, they say you have some men say, oh, you simping. So what is simping? What do you consider simping? Because some people would consider what you said simping.
No, what I said wasn't simping at all. Ain't nobody would take that from that. Like, I'm not even
I'm pretty sure it
offering.
would.
No,
I agree
I'm
with
not.
you, but
I'm not. I'm not paying for no date anyway. I don't go on dates. So,
mhm,
but listening to her, I
mhm.
understand her perspective. And this nigga's response to what she's doing, my nigga, if you gonna play this game, you got to pay. I don't give a shit if it's
Right.
$40 or 100. Nah, fam, you want this woman to compromise who she is to come to you. You know what I'm saying? You don't wild her, you done manipulated her with the words and this and that. Hey, you want to go golfing like you just a prestigious Tiger Woods ass nigga, fam. If you talking about some golfing, do you know how much it costs to golf? You know how much it costs for them balls and shit? Man, don't sit up and play in this woman's face, fam. And then you want to try to act like, nah, nigga, nah, you on some
Right.
whole shit. So nah,
I
nigga.
gotta
I'm
I
not
gotta
paying
agree
for no
with you, dude.
motherfucking dates. Hell no, nigga.
Yeah, I don't know.
Me,
Look,
I
I
ain't
don't know
never
if it's
paid for
with
no date.
I don't know if it's because we from Dallas or what, but I gotta
Well,
agree with you 100%. You're asking a woman out, and then you expect her to pay or pay half. Now, I can some women do go overboard; they do the most. But if you are wanting that woman's time, and she put in the effort to get ready to see you, you mean to tell me you gonna be so cheap? You gonna be you know, well, you pay half or you getting all that, now I did see a story. Thank you so much, Duke. I did see a story. I think it was like a month ago. This man had invited her, I guess, on like to get a couple of drinks, right? This woman goes in and buys like a whole bunch of clams. She's just eating, and the man just looking at her. And he like, okay, what the hell? So eventually he said, you know what, I gotta go to the restroom. He gets up to go to the restroom,
well,
then he leaves her with the
dine
bill.
and dash. I mean, yeah, because this is what I'm saying. It's a lot of men that be playing this game.
Mm-hmm.
It's this thing, and they don't understand, my nigga. If you playing the game from that perspective, it costs. It costs
Okay.
money. You know what I'm saying? It costs to do that. Because when a woman come out and y'all in public, nigga, it's embarrassing if you don't got it. It's embarrassing for
Right.
her. You know what I'm saying? So a woman gonna come out there and like, order up. You feel what I'm saying? Because she want to see how deep your pockets is. And my nigga, if you offer somebody to go somewhere, that's why you need to rule number one. If you ever take a woman out on a date, make sure you spending less than $100 wherever you going. If you want to test the theory and see what's going on, less than $100 get all the information that you need.
Mm-hmm. Less than 100. Okay. Yeah, because I know me, I always take extra money anyway, just in case I'm dealing with,
Yeah, as you should.
Somebody that just ain't been raised the way I've been raised or taught. But I have always been taught too, if somebody asking you out to dinner or asking you out, then it's their responsibility to pay.
Yes, because you're now the chaperone. You're now the host. You're the host
Mm-hmm.
of the situation. So if you say, hey, let's go out for drinks. If you ask Pharaoh, let's go out for drinks. If you know me, you're paying, fam.
Yeah,
This
because
how
I
the fuck it
asked
goes.
you.
Yeah, nigga, you ask me anything. You tell you get me off of my path. You ask me to do something that I didn't plan on doing that you planned on doing. Okay, you the one that planned this shit. You got the money for the whole situation then. Now, if I got, I'm gonna have me a little knot on me, but if you ask Pharaoh, your ass is paying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That goes for a woman or a man.
Male or female, let's put it in my palm so I can put it in my pocket, fam. You asked me, I didn't ask you. I didn't need this experience. You need it. You need me for your situation. So you asked me, you got to pay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no.
I was curious about that because, like I said, when I see, like people, talking about this, people say, "Yeah, man, that nigga simping," and all this kind of stuff, and then some men like, "Well, she can pay half," and and then some men be like, "Well, now it's my responsibility." I haven't had that problem, thank God, that I was scared, like, okay, I just brought the money just in case, because you just never know who you're dealing with sometimes. But I'm glad that you brought that up because, like I said, you will have some people, I don't care what you say, you will have some people that will say you simping when you do that. And I think that's just ridiculous.
Simping, okay. Simping is totally different from tricking. What that dude was doing, he was trying to trick. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Simping is based on you dangling a little bit of money, but ultimately trying to get money. You know what I'm saying? Tricking is when you got it and you just, you know what I'm saying, you just a trick ass nigga. You feel what I'm saying? Simps have different intentions. They want money.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're, you know what I'm saying? So I should have said that when you asked me what about simping. Simping is more strategic. It's more, man, trick ass niggas, they ain't worried about if it's 40 or 1400. They don't give a shit. They finna pay it. You feel what and they will complain because they're paying. You feel what I'm saying? But that still ain't gonna stop them from tricking if they like it. You did what I'm saying?
Right.
But simps is them niggas. Simps will get out here and they will make it seem as if they have it and they do not have it because they want what you have.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's simping.
Wow. Let's see what he say.
Out there, stop calling yourselves model unless you're actually published somewhere, like somewhere of a reputable source. That's the first thing, because you confuse me with this model shit. Nowadays, everybody can be a goddamn model or if you're just on Instagram doing shit like that. Second thing is the nerve of you to go through the entire first date, talk about how good that it is, and then within you cannot bring yourself, at least to a degree, to pay from some component of the date. You're out the way. How far are the way out you? You don't even have a damn car. You can't even support yourself enough to have a car to be easily dateable, but you want him to sacrifice out of his 6+ figure, high-powered lawyer job. You want him to bend over backwards, bend over whatever need that you're placed out in front of him in order to accommodate you 100% of the time for each of the dates up until what?
And when I think about it, you guys, like some women, my sister, for example, she won't even pay for an ice cream at the end of the date. And she's been dating her guy for
Echo chamber.
a couple years now, but even the first few months of their dating, she refused to pay for anything. She didn't pay for anything.
This is so ridiculous.
He was like, can't you just pay for an ice cream after dinner? And she's like, no. And guess what?
He paid.
She moves in with this man. They've been together for 3 years, about to get married.
That's what she
picked that
expects.
girl. He didn't pick the girl that was
He's ridiculous.
trying to be nice and pay for her own Uber and pay for her own meal. No, he picked the girl that refused to pay for shit, refused to pay for anything for his ass, and he is in love. He's about to put a ring on it. He pays all the bills. They live together. He pays for everything.
Wow.
And yet, when they first started dating, he tried to play her. He was like, oh, can you just pay for this? No, I'm not paying for anything. Take it or leave it. He took it. So if he wanted to, ladies, he would. Okay, keep your standards high. That's all I gotta say.
Do you think that some women's standards are too high? Hey, Miss Akimi, do you think they're too high for some?
Some women's standards are impossible.
Hey, Miss B.
Okay. I
Okay.
mean, like she's basing her whole, agenda off of what she knows other people can get. You ain't your sister, fam. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, you're clearly not your sister. And most niggas gonna say you got a mustache. You feel what I'm saying? Most niggas gonna look at you like, and that's how this nigga's looking at her. So he can't see model, but you can model so many things and have reputable sources and agencies put you in modeling. You dig what I'm saying? Like, so
Right.
And then there's makeup. So these niggas, this is the nerdy nigga whose shoes was a size 11 and he wore like a 9. You know what I'm saying? This is the nigga Poindexter ass nigga who never got picked in any fucking sport. This is the goofy ass nigga who would come to school with fucking cartoons on his backpack and shit. This is the goofy. You see what I'm saying? So I mean, she's saying everything that she's saying, but that's just low self-esteem. Ego is based on your own self-importance. So she understands her self-importance, but it's a byproduct of someone else's. So her ego needs a little work. But other than that, man, this nigga out of order. These fucking hate these niggas, fam.
Okay. I'm gonna keep playing, see what else you say.
The thing is that I ultimately believe exactly the things that she's saying within this video when it refers to her sister and her simp now husband. I've said this since the beginning of my channel, that is not only degrees of the modern woman ideology as supplanted by feminism and all their liberation ideas, supplanted also by mainstream media, but there's also this simp culture that enables this bullshit to occur. To all of my G's that watch this particular channel, this is the modern woman dogma right here. This is the modern woman prescription. There has to be a degree of give and take, but women like this set up life as there's only take and there's no give.
It was the limerence and the addiction of the affair that took over my life. I wish I had magic words to tell people that are walking an affair currently to get the freak out. Only 2% of them even make it outside of in the real world because the fantasy fades. The fun is gone and it's over. But when you're walking it, you're in this fantasy and all you see is the ultra good things about this person and you think that they're your soulmate. They're not. They're your wound mate. They're an attachment and you're in limerence. Get out now before you ruin your family, your kids, your partner. It's extremely, extremely toxic. And it's not going to be this wonderful, extremely exciting thing. It's just dopamine, oxytocin going into your head, making you feel like this is the best thing in the world. It's
That's a hard. Well, yeah, that was pretty interesting. Yeah, dude, this is a lot.
Yeah, she just hating. She hating because it didn't work for her. You understand?
Right.
And she tried to go above and beyond and do extra shit and got denied. Card got denied. And got the fucking dude. Told her ass to kick rock. So now she on, and now she want to splurt out. Now a real hoe ain't gonna do that. A real hoe.
What a real hoe gonna do?
A real hoe gonna go choose the fuck up. She gonna, you understand? She gonna strap her motherfucking stilettos and put on her shit and just go get, you know what I mean, go get chose again. That's it, or go choose again. That's it. This shit right here, motherfuckers doing this, motherfucker fell in love with the game, and you know what the fuck he was trying to do, because if
Right.
it didn't fucking work. So the high
Mhm.
value man said, "Oh, bitch, you trying to take all my money and you trying to control me? Get your goofy ass up out of here." And that's just how
Right.
that shit goes. That's how it goes.
Right. Like I said, I was just curious about this because, like I said, I think sometimes I wonder, do some women want too much? What is realistic? What is not realistic? And but I just really think people just need to work on themselves internally,
Yeah.
and ask the questions to themselves. And that takes a lot, where some people are not introspective, where they can't really look within themselves. But you got to get to a point where you quit letting other people pimp you with these relationship kind of things, these scams and things like that, and get to know yourself for yourself. What are some of your issues? What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? What can you work on? Those are the things that you should be asking yourself. And I don't understand why people get on these, especially black females, 'cause that's what I see a lot of. They get on these platforms asking a nigga, you don't know if this nigga got a successful relationship. And excuse me for saying it like that, but you don't even know if this person has a successful relationship. You don't even know if he really cares about other people being in healthy relationships, or he just trying to make another dollar. Like things like that when they jump on these platforms. And I think it's stupid. And that's just my opinion.
Can I say this? Pimps are broke. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
The only way a pimp get money is if he got a hoe. That's the art of
yes.
pimping. That is the art of pimping. The art of pimping is like a game. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, how much can I accumulate for free for the free 99? Pimps are
Right.
broke until they got it. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
These other niggas, the simp niggas, they got it. You feel what I'm saying? But then they try to play like a pimp, try to play like I ain't got it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Pimping is based on not having it.
Okay.
And
Okay.
that's that simple. Pimping is based on not having it at all. You know what I'm saying? And then understanding like, man, I got power in the way that I communicate. You feel what I'm saying? Because pimping is based on the mouthpiece. It ain't even most pimps don't even have sex with the women that they hoe.
My God.
I'm telling man, it'd be like maybe 6, 7 months. You know what I'm saying? Maybe 3. Let's say the lowest a pimp will give you is like 3 months of waiting time. You did what I'm saying? Before he
What?
if he, you know what I'm saying? But most of the time, shit, man, ain't no pimp finna be fucking on nothing that's being fucked on. Hoes don't even and let me say, hoes don't even really be doing all that fucking for real, especially if they know the game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So basically they can get money without having to sleep with a
Yes.
man if they know
Yeah.
what to say. Okay.
Yeah. See, that was 80s, 90s, 60s, 70s hoeing. You feel what I'm saying? Because they didn't know better. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But as soon as them knew that that better pimping came in, man, it's no contact. Hell no. 15-minute QVs. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no touching, ain't no none of that, ain't no anything. No, you that nigga want a service. So they don't do the streetwalkers.
Mm-hmm.
They do the penetration. But as you elevate, you know what I'm saying? It becomes no contact. So people got the game pimping and horn. They don't even know like the real art form of it, because it's really not based on it's based on a fantasy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And not an actual, required desire. Like you're not really getting what you're paying for.
Mm-hmm. Let me share this one with you while you're here, Duke.
Mhm.
A lot of women go to Kendra G. and asked her, you know, well, kind of tell them what they're looking for, the age, and tell them, you know, things about themselves. And so men go and, you know, get on their Instagram and get in contact with them. Then they might go on dates and, you know, or they might not. But I wanted to get your perspective on this particular one here. Let me.
Not coming and filing the nails, girl.
Let's do it. Let's
get into. Let's get into it. You know, when a girl files the nails, she means business. So is your name Patricia? That's how you pronounce it?
It's Patricia. Yes.
Patricia, where you call me from, love?
Dallas, Texas.
Dallas, Texas. How old are you?
44.
44. What you do for a living?
I'm an estate sale professional.
An estate sales professional?
I sell the contents of everybody's home. When people pass away, I sell all their stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't want to get too picky. No, I'll leave it. I was gonna have you bring the camera down just a little bit so we get more of you, but it's not the biggest deal in the world. Okay, you got good light, so I love that you came already. Patricia, Dallas, Texas, 44. You have any kids?
Yes, I have 3.
How old are your 3 kids?
27, 23, and I have an 11-year-old.
All by the same man?
No.
How many men?
3 different men.
Have you ever been married?
So do you think that's a bad thing when a woman has multiple baby daddies?
She's done.
She's done.
And you can't even get in the marriage pool or anything because you got too many dicks controlling you. You got too much dick on your mind, fam. You ain't like she's annoying.
That was funny.
She is annoying as hell with making that noise with the file anyway. And then her bed ain't even made.
Right, that part. I think it's just a defense mechanism, but let's see.
It is. Go ahead.
Yeah.
When did you get divorced?
2018.
Okay. And what's your zodiac sign?
Leo.
Oh Lord.
So we got Patricia, Dallas, 44, is a Leo. An estate sales professional, mom of 3 kids, by 3 men. She was 3 men. She was once married. All right, girlfriend, when you come on filing your nails, I got to talk to you. So what kind of man you looking for?
I'm looking for, you know, everybody says honesty, but I love a man with integrity. I would like a man, like I just had a recent issue where a person had deep sleep psychosis. So
what's that?
That's when a person like fights in their sleep, have angry outbursts in their sleep. Like maybe if they were in the war, they had PTSD or something like that. Yeah, that's a no-go for me. So somebody that doesn't suffer from any PTSD issues that causes them to have outbursts. Okay. Yeah. And
was he beating you up when he was asleep?
Yes, he beat me up in his sleep, and that was the last time we were together. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like literally I had bruises and contusions and blood clots. It was violent.
TMI.
So, yeah, deep sleep psychosis is a real thing. People should ask people like, do you suffer from PTSD?
Okay. They're telling me to ask you about your ring on your finger.
Yeah,
Is it I don't know, is it the ring finger?
Not the ring finger. This is my right hand.
Okay, it's not the ring finger. Okay.
Not
the ring. Okay. They said the ring on her finger. Okay.
See the comments. They're on my TV real big right here. I'm watching y'all. Hey.
Oh, okay. All right. So anything else you want before we get to your deal breakers?
No, I mean, for the most part, you know, handsome is great. I don't want nobody in the mirror more than me. You know, if you got like 400 or 500 pairs of shoes, like just miss me. I don't got time.
Hey, Mr.
Yeah.
Bivens.
If the guy has 400 or 500 pair of shoes,
I don't want to deal with y'all. Yeah, y'all can miss me.
How many pairs of shoes do you have?
Too bougie. That's way too bougie. I have about 400. We don't need to have the same amount. No.
How many shoes do you want him to have?
I mean, 100 is okay, but once you hit past a certain limit, yeah, you too bougie for me. I don't need you in the mirror more than me. I don't need you pressing your clothes more than me. I just need me to be on shine and you could just be with me.
Okay, what you thinking about our personality right now, dude?
She is controlling, and she messed around. The last dude that she got, she tried to control that nigga who's probably was abused all of his life and just was an abusive nigga, and it didn't work. She found a stray hyena and brought that nigga into her home and didn't realize.
So she wasn't using common sense.
Well, the sense that she has is common to her because she chooses the same type of niggas, same type of relationships. She doesn't know nothing. No, you might need a nigga with 900 pairs of shoes to humble your ass because you think you the shit. Man,
Right.
your tits probably stink. You feel what I'm saying? Just look at her bed. Look at her pillow up there. You got over such and such amount of shoes, but my nigga, your pillow ain't even fluffed correctly. Why you got wrinkles in your pillow?
Right.
You can't talk about prestige and look at your background.
Yeah, she has a synthetic wig on, I can tell.
And then look at the paint on her face. Look.
Paint. Oh, you talking about her makeup is too much for you?
Of course it is, because it doesn't even match her skin.
Okay.
Like you got blemishes. I guarantee you, she take that makeup off, she's got blemishes.
Right.
Pimples, mumps, measles. Like, get the fuck out of here. These people crazy. Go ahead.
Let me see.
Me. Yeah. Yeah. I don't got time.
So we can have 100 pair of shoes.
100 is fine, but anything past that, we're done. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other deal breakers?
Those are really like my main ones. Have a job, please. Please come employed. I'm self-employed. I do, make a generous amount of money. I can take care of all of my expenses, but make sure that you have your stuff in order. Yeah.
Okay. Should he look a certain way?
I like tall, dark, and handsome. Yeah. Tall, dark, and handsome. So, 6'3", dark and handsome. Yeah.
Should he make a certain amount of money?
So, yeah, 6 figures and up.
So this is the most common.
So is she being unrealistic for having 3 kids, 3 different baby daddies? She seems like she's very self-absorbed to the point that nobody can't have an opportunity to really. I would say she's so self-absorbed. Nobody else has any attention. No, it's all about her. It's all about her. She seems to be, like you said you picked up that she might be controlling. So do you think that she can get that tall, dark, and handsome man that works that has 6-figure salary? What do you think?
Yeah, she can get that, but he gonna be a trash man. That nigga gonna be a youth coach or something. That nigga ain't gonna be what she thinks she trying to get. You know what I'm saying? She gonna get a dusty, tall ass nigga who gonna get tired of her shit. She gonna eventually get that, because you ask, you shall receive. My nigga, the shit that you try to attract to yourself, you will get. Eventually, she gonna get that, but she not gonna get the version that she thinks she getting.
Hey, double.
And then let me say this: she's filing her nails. Where the fuck is those filings going? Is you doing that shit under a napkin or something, or a cloth, bitch? What is that?
Right. And she just as nervous as she want to be and trying to act like she's confident.
Yeah, exactly.
Common man in America, the most requested man.
Where is he? Bring him.
Well, has he been checking for you?
I mean, I've met quite a few. I married one.
Why'd you divorce him?
He had PTSD. He was a
police. Oh, that was the one that was fighting in the sleep?
Police officer.
That was one that I had one after that had the similar issue. So I think I that. So that's why I'm like, please, no more. Yeah.
All right. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Tall, dark, and handsome. 6 figures. So if he made $70K, don't reach out.
That's fine. I mean, I'm a grower. I grow kingdoms. So I'll take your 70 and I can multiply that. So let's
don't play with her. She can multiply. Let's do the Kendra Kim.
Oh goodness. Let's see. Hold on, y'all. Make sure my camera is gonna be what it's supposed to be.
Okay, we gotta see the legs. We see the booty. Y'all be putting that booty in my face. All right. Okay. Oh, you don't gotta see. You don't gotta do all that, girl. We see you, girl. We see you, Patricia. Patricia, you're 44. What's the age range you want to date?
I say 40 to 55.
Okay.
Okay. So what do you think so far?
No, she's gonna get a tall nigga eventually. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't gonna be what she want because she's already told too much information. Once you tell the masses of men, you can beat on me. I'm gonna pay for everything. Even if you got a little bit, like you're not supposed to do this. You're not supposed to say what you have, what's been done to you. No, none of that. You're supposed to lie.
What the hell?
I'm being honest. You supposed to lie. You ain't supposed to get on here, especially on the internet. You ain't supposed to. You not supposed. This is a predatorial place. I've been on here for 25 years, fam. You are not supposed to get on here and tell people what really happened to your motherfucking ass, because now nigga know you want a nigga that's gonna whoop your ass. So guess what? That nigga finna come in lying to you like, yeah, I'm gonna calm. He gonna talk calm. He gonna be cool, and eventually he gonna kick your ass because he know you used to that.
I'm sorry. That gotta tickle me. But it's not funny, but it is funny.
That's
but,
the truth. You don't ever do that.
Yeah. You said they supposed to lie. Okay.
Look, because men are based off of intel, right?
Uh-huh.
If you tell me things about you that I don't find out, you're making it easier for me to do whatever the fuck my agenda is. Of course I'm gonna get the coochie, but if you tell me you like to be beat and I'm the type of man that want to kick your ass, just beat up a bitch anyway, them niggas gonna do that shit. Cause I've been in the locker room. I grew up with men, so I know how certain men feel. Like me, it's niggas that I can't take out to the messing with the females because I know this nigga finna argue with the bitch and then they gonna be mad at me because I introduced the nigga. So sometimes you just gotta know, like, you ain't supposed to do this. This Kendra lady, I guarantee you she ain't told everything about her.
No, of course not.
Exactly. Yeah. So shit.
Of course not. Of course not. Yes. Please press the like button. I would truly appreciate it. And if you could help me meet my goal, I appreciate that too. Thank you.
Okay. I'm assuming you don't care if he has kids. No. Okay. When was your last relationship?
About 30 days ago.
That was the PTSD guy?
Yeah.
She needs a man to protect her right now because that nigga
got beat up 30 days.
That nigga trying to come back.
He's trying to come back. So she is like, so basically she just said, I just got rid of a nigga because he beat on me. I need another man his size, and I know he's watching me right now. So man, you tripping, man. You finna get your ass beat up, the new nigga beat up, everybody gonna be fighting. That's crazy.
Yeah. That's hilarious. Let me keep playing it. That is hilarious.
Days ago.
Baby, I know how to snap back real quick. So we ain't worried about it. We just
nervous as hell.
Men are like buses. When one leave, the next minute, 10 minutes come. Yeah.
Woo! Not y'all like buses, baby. Patricia, now you already know my show, and you know you're gonna be a highlight, and you know they're gonna be talking about you, girls. So I'm gonna let this just be the moment when Patricia say whatever she gotta say to anybody that got something to say.
Well, listen, when you step to me, just understand you coming with a person that is a complete package.
Thank you, CP.
I am a builder. I have built kingdoms. I have built men to their greatest expense. Whatever you want to be, you just let me know and we can make it happen. Come correct, please. Come knowing exactly what you want to do. Don't be indecisive. I don't have time for anybody that's indecisive because I know what my purpose is. make sure you have identified that before you hit my DM.
Woo!
So-
Don't play with it.
So the word that she
ready
used,
for y'all.
Hold on, let me
Don't
stop
start
it.
now.
What you say?
she said, I have built men to their greatest expenses. Ma'am, you didn't even use that word correctly. You're an airhead. I'm sorry, Patricia. I know you from the D, and you might actually see me one day, but god damn it, man. Like, you're an airhead.
Right.
Well, go ahead.
Yeah, it's funny though.
There won't be none. All right, Patricia, we got your last relationship. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
30 days ago.
Okay. 3 flaws you have to work on.
Well, I am a powerful woman. You know, I do a lot of powerful things. So, you know, a person has to understand, you know, that about me, and just know that sometimes I could be a little boisterous. I could be a little, you know, demanding about what I want in my life.
She control. Do you think all women are controlling?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because they don't. That's
already
what they're
played the
supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
That's if you are around if you are around a woman, they think more than men. So it is what the fuck it is, man. They are controlling as hell because they know more. They pay attention to more. Men only pay attention to a few things.
Right.
Games. I've already done that. I've already succumbed. I've already gave in. So, you know, it's a little challenging for me to do that at this time.
Okay. We have some paid questions. Do you want them?
Go for it. Let's do it.
Okay.
I love.
All right. So
they're gonna talk about the woo. They're gonna talk about
Divine Photo says, what happened with the other 2 fathers? Plus, filing nails while on a call is tacky. You seem like you're looking for a payday than love.
Okay. I mean, my kids are old. I got 2 grown kids. And then my other daughter is 11 years old. So, you know, that's neither here nor there. We got divorced. That's what happened.
This one says, so if a man likes to look good, it's a problem. And she got out of relationship, walking red flag.
Move on, buddy.
Okay. Rena said, 400 pairs of shoes. Where's your curtains?
It's all good. Don't need them. Move on.
M Nation said, 3 different on the accountability tip. What part did you play in the separation, or was it all 3 men's fault?
It just didn't work out. So thank you.
I was interesting. I wanted to hear what she had to say because you know most people won't admit if they had
She's
a
starting to lie.
She's starting to lie. Okay. Yeah, it's like you know, most people are not going to say, "Well, I was a little selfish. Well, I was mean or whatever. I was a cheater. I was a liar." Most people are not going to just come out and admit their fault in it, right? So, so she's starting to lie.
She's a spider.
She's a spider.
Yes, women with the spider mentality, they devour men. They get
Black
stepped
Widow.
on by men. Yeah, they get stepped on by men, and they devour men with small egos.
Now, explain to me how that happens.
On both spectrums, being stepped on and okay, I'm looking at her Facebook, right? I'm gonna go do that, but she's from California. She's not from Dallas.
Oh, okay.
So she ain't from the city. So her expectations of men where she comes from is totally different than what a woman from Dallas would sound like, because ain't no woman from Dallas gonna say you can't look better than me, and that's Dallas. Niggas always try to be flyer than the females. That's just what niggas on. Cowboy boots, hat, whatever clothing that they got on. Like that's just Dallas niggas. But if not, Country nigga, he ain't gonna look too, he niggas like looking dusty, you know what I'm saying? The trucks and everything is gonna, all they whatever. But she is not, she ain't from where I'm from. She probably does. Yeah, this is what she does right here. She'll go, what do you call them things?
Like going to those different
Auctions and shit, right?
auctions to buy like used stuff from the what do you call those? The storages.
Yes. So she gets
Okay.
liquidated stuff, what people don't want, and she sells. She's a damn garage seller, basically, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
and she sells a lot of antiques, but it says estate clean out and liquidation. So basically, she sells other people's junk, right?
Right.
So if that makes you a lot of money, because people lose a lot of shit, they lose a lot of stuff. I get it, but what she doing? She's been around the block. Like she coming from California, the type of men over there, she comes from those pimp kind of type niggas. You dig what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So for her being in Dallas and encountering a nigga who fell asleep and kicked her ass, and because ain't no way a nigga sleeping with that wake up and give you contusions and beat you up that fucking bad if he's fully asleep. So he was obviously kicking her ass before she went to sleep. You feel what? She thought the nigga was asleep. You know what I'm saying? Because she was asleep after he knocked her out. But the thing is, her expectations are unreal because she's been misused and abused. This is another pimp term. Misused and abused.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in my Texas voice. Yeah, you out of there, man. Get the hell out. So that's another pimp term. Misused and abused. They say
Okay.
that all the time. So this is why she's stepping on niggas, because she been stepped on. Nigga done had the boot on her neck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's why that happens. Once you get misused and abused, this is the side effect of being misused and abused. You make contradicting expectations.
Contradicting expectations. Wow. All right. Let's see what else you got to say.
The question, darling.
Divine Photo said the average man makes 40 to 53, 40,000 to 53,000. But yet y'all come on looking for the top tier men that don't care about your money and hyper independence.
That's fine. Now let me just let's put something into clarity. The last dude that I was with, the one that had PTSD, he didn't even have a job. Okay, he was unemployed. So, I came from a high value person, and I thought that because I had a bad relationship with a high value person, that I would say, oh, let my guards down and let me deal with somebody that's unemployed and trying to figure it out, and I'll help him.
Well, that wasn't too smart either.
Because this is the fight or flight shit, right? Okay, you know what? I can't control these niggas, so let me see if I can control these niggas. Shit, that shit ain't gonna work. You try to get the same type of nigga and realize, rich or poor, the nigga still gonna kick your ass.
Yeah. Oh wow, that's crazy. Yeah, that was too smart to do that just because. Okay.
Be high value. What happened was, it turned out like I had resentment for him. He had resentment for me. He felt like I was controlling, and so it didn't work. So I don't want that.
And she's
So
a Leo.
which one was you married to? The one that made 100?
What's wrong with Leos?
They're fucking controlling, fam. They don't look. They talk with so much confidence, but be fucking airheads, fam. Like, fam. Even the male Leos. I know a male Leo, like prison. We was in prison. This nigga, no homo. The nigga chest, right? Like he was so built, but he was small. Everybody was afraid to fight him because he can really move, and but then when you hear the nigga read and talk, he dumb as hell. Like, god damn, so you one of them lions that just dumb as hell, but nigga, you can fight like a motherfucker, but you're mighty in a sense, but really just like cowardly and it's so, but that's for the males. But then when the women, Okay, she's roaring like a lion, but I guarantee you she purrs like a damn kitty cat.
You just gotta say the sweet nothings in her ear, huh?
That's it. Because look, a lion, you can tame a lion. You can't you can tame a lion to a certain degree, especially if you raise them up. You feel what I'm saying? But in the wild, man, you ain't taming no lion unless God intervene.
Right.
So yeah,
Right.
she is way out of pocket. She grew up in California, you know what I'm saying? And then now she's in Texas trying to think that she can stomp on these niggas and niggas see her as proper talking. You think you better than everybody. Let me go ahead and break you down. And that's it. And she's been broken.
Wow.
So look at how she looking in the screen.
Like a deer in headlights. So let me see. Let me keep playing a little bit.
100K or the one that didn't make 100K?
The one that made 100K or more. Yeah.
That was the one he was married to.
Yeah.
And that was one of your kids' dads?
Yes. My 11.
And why did you divorce? What happened? Why did y'all get divorced?
PTSD. He was a police officer and he was a military police and he was in Afghanistan all the time and he had a lot of issues.
So, and that was the guy from 30 days ago?
No, this was my marriage from 30.
So I thought the guy 30 days ago was the one that was sleeping in the night that had PTSD.
He had PTSD too, and that's what I said. I think I'm attracted to them. That's why.
Oh, so both men had PTSD.
Both men had PTSD.
I told you she like niggas that kick her ass. So if you tell niggas, I want niggas this tall fitting the same profile, you gonna get another nigga who gonna slump your ass, fam.
Mm.
The next nigga gonna slump her, fam. Why? Because she finna take out all her animosity from them last two niggas on this nigga, and that nigga's PTSD gonna send her to God.
Dang.
That's the reality of this. When you're doing this playing this dangerous game, that is the reality. Nigga, she's saying it herself. She's telling the truth. She is attracting them because she keeps asking for it. She don't know how to ask for nothing else.
Wow.
She's been misused and abused. This cycle, this is common to her. You feel what I'm saying? Like this is all I know. My mama was probably got her ass whooped too. This is it.
Right.
Come on, man. Go
Hey,
ahead.
Mel. Okay, let me finish.
If you have it, I can't deal with it. Yeah.
Okay. So I understand now. So both men had PTSD.
Yes, ma'am.
But the guy 30 days ago, you guys weren't married.
No, we weren't.
So, okay. Got it. So what was the damage and the PTSD of the marriage? Like, what was his actions?
He was very violent. He woke up in the middle of the night. He walked around all night. He paced. He got blew up in Kagislan.
Oh no.
It really messed him up internally. So he couldn't rest, and he was very violent towards me and the children.
Got you. Okay. Don said nothing about her seems genuine. She comes across very hurt and a liar. Log off and seek therapy.
Gotcha.
Dang.
I told you gotta lie from the beginning. You can't get caught in the lie during the, you know what I'm saying? You gotta lie from jump. You know what I'm saying? Lie from the beginning. Do not come on here tell the truth, because there's people on here who don't do what you do. There are real women in the comments that would never go through none of this shit that this goofy lady done went through.
Right, that part.
What?
Yeah. So this lady read her from A to Z. Wow.
I keep reading these.
Girl, let them keep paying you. If they're gonna pay, let them pay.
Okay, well, there's only a few more. I was gonna stop though, but since you said, Mariah said that ninja did have PTSD. He just wanted a reason to go up. That is not, no, that's not funny.
Yeah.
No, we're not gonna do that one.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
She has accountability issues. This one said that she has accountability issues.
I got you.
Okay. You build kingdoms. What stopped you from building the last 3 kingdoms? Goes back to accountability.
I got you.
So 2 of your men were suffering from mental illnesses if you abandon him?
Okay.
Okay, me. Too many men these days are intimidated by powerful women. You go, girl. Love your confidence.
Thank you very much.
There you go. Ooh, chatters. Okay, no more questions. Don't pay no more.
So you got a few people like we ain't falling for the BS, and then you got one person saying, "Hey, men are just intimidated by you." Can men be intimidated by women that seem to have like beauty or power? Like, can men be intimidated
She
by
doesn't
a
have
woman?
true beauty. Men are intimidated by her traumatic presentation. She is a walking trauma center. Like I'm intimidated by women like that who've been abused and will abuse other people, especially with their
Okay.
words, because Leo's like abusing people with their words. She
Yes.
she clearly
Well,
said all of that. So you know what I'm saying? Like like I say, I'm a Gemini, I'm witty with my words. And, you know what I mean? I'm manipulative. I get, I get other people's whatever, but Leo's females, oh shit, they finna talk to you in the worst way, just like a Libra. Libras and Leos have a way of talking to people that will make you feel so angry and low, and it ain't even real. It's just like what do you mean? Like how you who do you think you are?
right. Most people say that. I try not to get into that stuff, but most people say that about people that are Sagittarius. They say that we
They're
are.
cut and dry. Sagittarius are cut and dry. They some different individuals too. You know what I'm saying? They better than the Leo and the fucking in the Libra. Cause them
Of
motherfuckers,
course.
they don't got no man, they don't let me see. Their reality is marred with confusion. You dig? They are confused at who they actually are. Now, Sagittarius, they study. Aquarius, they communicate. Geminis, they communicate. Geminis know who they are and who they not. And they still will motherfucking they Geminis are some different individuals.
I met
But
some delusional Gemini, so I don't
because
know.
that's how they operate.
Mhm.
Geminis operate in confusion, delusion, actuals, factuals, reality. They operate in all of them at the same time. So if you met a delusional Gemini, they was delusional on fucking purpose because they just whatever. Well, I'm saying that from being a Gemini. I know that Geminis play that type of game. They love that shit. They love to just be out in the fucking daisies, fucking Geminis are some crazy motherfuckers, man. The
Yeah,
more
that's
as
true.
the older that I'm getting, I'm realizing because I really don't even like Geminis. I'm starting not to like them myself.
Right.
I've always thought them out, but Geminis have a communication um circle where they keep so many other zodiacs around, you can barely find them.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So you ain't it's rare that Geminis are just cool and run into each other because they're communicating with so many other people. They're manipulating with so many other people. That's what they do. Gemini and Gemini get together, man. It's fucking pure silence. Like,
Hmm.
cause they don't like it's a power struggle, guys. That's just as I go with Gemini. But go ahead.
So those that believe in that, but like they said Sagittarius are just blunt, straight up. And you said kind of just cut and dry.
Yeah, see, because I got Sagittarius in my moon, so I know I'm cutting dry because of that. You know what I'm saying? And then me
Uh,
having Asperger's autism, I'm always just blunt anyway. Like I'm serious about everything that I'm fucking saying. But
right.
you understand? So all of that stuff plays into effect. All of it works. All of it is information because there's so many thousands and thousands, tens of thousands of people who have studied human characteristics and environmental psychology. You feel what I'm saying? And the type of person that you are when you were born. When you were born, what type of environment did you live in? They've done all of these case studies. So when it comes to the zodiac, man, your zodiac, if it ain't 100%, it's a high percentage of your characteristics.
Let me ask you this, and I'm going to talk about this tomorrow because it's a lot of things that people are really into zodiacs. And in some different religions they don't believe in it. They believe it's black magic, and I'm going to talk a little bit about that. I would
It
like to
is.
have people it is
It's
right.
science. It's the truth. Like the zodiac is in the stars.
You're right, that part.
So that is black magic because it's up there in a black
But
place.
but do you think that people rely too much on astrology? They're like, "Oh, let me read my horoscope." Don't you think that's a bit much to just
Yeah,
be going by
because
that?
you because man is confusing people on the true nature of what your zodiac is. Yeah, they be precise on certain things, but they be adding and taking away certain shit that'll make you. They're programming people. You dig what
Mhm.
I'm saying? And like I say, fam, don't. That's why I'm not responding to them niggas because they in their feelings. Like nigga, you a manipulating ass Gemini nigga, fam. Don't. That's what I'm saying. People don't want to be honest. This
Would
is
you say no Gemini slander?
yeah,
I will.
man, I was born June 2nd, fam, 1985, fam. I've been a Gemini for 40 years. So you can't tell me about what a Gemini is. I'ma always be the center of attention because I know how to
Oh.
manipulate. So when he say stuff like that, like fam, Geminis are mastermind manipulators, fam. It doesn't matter where we go, we're always going to be the center of attention, fam. That's just how we were. That's how we were made. That's it. A Leo acts like they're the center of attention, but they really not. Oh yeah. So yeah, man. I know you study us, but
Okay,
nigga,
well,
yeah.
look, look,
Anyhow,
look, whatever, dude. It's all about us. So forget all of that. Anyway, let me keep going because we know who the queens and the kings over here. Let me keep going.
yeah, I'm
More
a
questions.
god.
We done. We done with that.
You
All
got it.
right. I think you kind of did your spill
Yeah.
on. You know what? So I've been thinking about this because I will never say I'm a relationship expert or a dating coach, none of that. But after you sit and talk to single people for almost 5 years, you learn a lot. And one thing I've learned is what changed a lot in relationships is the dynamic of women doing so well. Not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. I want to be where I am if I didn't take my career focus. So I get it. But what happens is sometimes you can price yourself out because there could be a good guy, right? A genuine good guy, wholehearted, ready to be faithful, but he probably just can't afford you, right? Like it's just be like if I can, like, men kind of stay in their age range. Like I could be a provider, but my providing budget is 65K. So if you can't fit into that, I'm gonna just keep looking elsewhere. But at the core, he's a genuine guy. So what kind of happens with women who do well like yourself? You obviously want a man that does equally as well. But this is when the challenge becomes, because sometimes when the guy does equally as well, he's, like I said, he's literally tall, dark, handsome, 6 figures, is the most requested man on the show. So when you have, let's say, 10 men and 4,000 women, that man now, what is going to convince him at this age to settle down with this woman when he can have so many, right? So that becomes a challenge because the man that can't afford you he has to want to date you back. So if he wants to date you back, okay. Now he also wants to be committed to you and only you. And a lot of times when they have that kind of money, it's not something, not saying it's impossible. So I want to make sure I'm not putting that out there. I know women get so upset, but that's kind of what happens at times. You just kind of price yourself out.
Right. And like I said, I've already gone down. I've understood what it was. I was very humble and said, hey, don't worry about what I have. Let me help you build. And that caused resentment in the relationship. So,
and I know some men don't like when women say that, but there is some truth to that. Now, of course, not all men are intimidated, but there are some men who do feel a way when a woman does make more. Not all men, so all the men don't say, we get it. We know there's some men who don't care. Usually it's the man who makes more or has more, right? But either way, all right.
Okay. One question before we leave, I wanted to ask you, do you think that there is more options for men to get a suitable mate than a woman?
Hold on. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. because men's expectations of women is not as detailed. You dig what I'm saying? Men
Okay.
just want to be loved. Men just want to be nurtured. You know what I'm saying? And respected. You know what I mean? That's it. And supported, not just financially. They just want to be supported. Like, I just want to feel like I just can't wait to be can't. You know what I'm saying? Like, men
Right.
want to be supported, and that's it, bro. Like that's all. Men don't give a damn about no money unless they got a whole bunch of money.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Now, a broke nigga, man, if a broke nigga can tap them draws without a dollar, you think a nigga give a damn about some money?
Right. Right. That part. That part.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so anyway.
that definitely is something that you brought up. Like you said, if a broke man can get that, then you now all of a sudden you got high standards for a man that has six figures and tall, dark, and handsome. What if the man that's best for you is 5'7"? So
You
you pass
dig?
that up because you want somebody tall. Like, I think about stuff like that, and see, I was thinking like that in my late teens, you know what I'm saying? Early 20s. Then reality starts to hit, and it's like that's not always important to have somebody super tall. What about the character of the person? Do the person make you laugh? Is a person trustworthy? Things like that you start to look at a little differently. So for her to be 44 years old and still kind of have that mindset and not more on the character of a person, it says a lot about her.
Yes, her character is flawed. She's been misused and abused, and she's confused. She doesn't know which way to go because she's gotten the wrong news that she could use. You dig what I'm saying? Just look at her.
The news she can't use.
Yes, he's like
Wow.
everything that she has is like it's just useless. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, nigga gonna use the shit that you got for what you got for this short time, but that's about it. The only thing she's gonna get out of building niggas is becoming a baby mama, a bitter baby mama, fam. She is a bitter baby mama, and that's the fuck it. Like her whole existence is based off of, man, I gotta get my get back.
Mm-hmm.
Man, you need to sit back. You need to slide. You need to make your bed up and shut the hell up and tend to your children now. You don't need
Mm-hmm.
no man, fam, at this point. Like right now, you need women like this who've had multiple men and got all of these children, got all of these responsibilities. You don't have enough in you to care for a man internally because we
Mm-hmm.
got so much shit going on inside of us. We are some ravenous fucking wolves, fam. We are some man. We some wild people nowadays because we don't. The doctrine ain't the same. The courting ain't the same. The laws
Right.
ain't the same. The love ain't the same. You know what I'm saying, my nigga? If a nigga say, man, I just want to, I don't want no woman to love me. Nah, I want you to respect me. I don't want no love from you. I want you to respect me, fam. The reason why I want you to respect me because I've been disrespected before I was even born.
Mm-hmm.
I've inherited the same disrespect from all of the men before me that
Mm-hmm.
look like me. So no, I don't want you to love me, fam. I want you to. I want you to. I want you to. Understand me. Understand me. I want you to respect me because my nigga, every day I gotta fight for respect, fam. I gotta fight for respect against other men that look like me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And those without tattoos and those without a rap sheet like mine, man, them niggas give me the hardest time. And they be the first niggas getting beat up. But this is
Yeah.
what you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I don't get respected by niggas because they only take some of the words that I say. They don't understand like the bigger picture of what I'm trying to say or what I'm
Mm-hmm.
trying to, put out there. Like, fam, this is man's fault that women are like this. Stop kicking these hoes ass, fam. Stop doing these women like that, fam. They running around. Stop. Man. Anyway,
Well,
but yeah,
you know what? Tomorrow, I want you to come back on if you have the time.
okay.
I'm going to do a live about is astrology bad? So I'm going to go in. I want to have another person up there to give a different perspective, as well as I hope that you would come back or some other
What
people
time?
that want to talk about it because uh different religious, religions or denominations, they believe that it's not a good thing. It is a bad thing. Anything, if you're not relying on God and you're relying on a horoscope, that's bad. That's of the occult. Then on the other end, you have people that are okay with it. They believe that astrology lets them know a little bit more about themselves and things of that nature. So I want to talk about that tomorrow. I think it's an interesting subject that most people don't talk about. Well, they talk about their sign, but I want to do on different aspects of like what you believe and maybe this other person believe or anybody else. What is your belief on it? That's what I want to know.
Right. And before I go,
mm-hmm.
The zodiac predates religion. That's why it's bad. So I'll see you tomorrow. What time do I need to show?
I'm gonna put it at probably 4, but cool. I will text you and let you know what time exactly. But it's either between 4 or 5. I want to do it.
I bet I'm gone, fellas.
All right, thank you, Duke. I appreciate you. Shout out to Duke. Again, I love all of you guys. I appreciate y'all support. I don't care if you know how I am about Geminis, but I don't care if you're a Gemini. I don't care if you're a Gemini or what you are. I appreciate you guys for coming through, showing some support, whether it was to press the like button or super chats. Thank you for Andre, the memberships. Hope that some of you people will keep them, because I put some things on memberships that I don't want to put out there where other people can see it. Thank you, Tay. I appreciate it. Shout out to Tay. And also for the super chat, CC, Andre, forgot who was the other person that sent Raw Black. I need to get in contact with him too. Maybe he can come on and give me his perspective as well. But I'm really kind of curious about that. I know what I have been taught, and a lot of people think differently. For me, I really believe it's about the person. But some people believe that the astrology has something to do with your personalities. That's how some people believe. Thank you, Tay. I appreciate that. Shout out to you, Tay. Shout out to all the new members. And what else I wanted to say? Yeah, I'm gonna try to get it the live for tomorrow, probably around the same time. So those who are interested in to know the good, and if there's a good and a bad, is astrology dangerous? Is it meaningful? Is it from the occult practice? I believe that astrology is in the stars. Do I feel like you should be dependent on it? Absolutely not. That is something, but astrology is definitely in the stars, and God made the stars. So the only thing that I think that people get screwed up is they depend on it instead of just being themselves, working on themselves, and but hey, that's just my perspective of it. The word, if you want to give your input, you can too. I'm gonna make it open panel. So yeah, I'm kind of curious about it. Let's see what's gonna happen with that. What else I need to tell y'all? Yeah, just thank you. I appreciate you guys. Y'all blessed me tremendously today. So hopefully tomorrow will be an even better live. Like I said, I want to have different people with different perspectives. And please do not be scared to come up on my platform. Sometimes I'll be begging for y'all to come up. So you guys are more than welcome. I know that the word, the 3 wise men, they were wise men. They studied astrology. Basically, they had to study the stars to find Jesus. So where he was located. So yeah, I understand that. But anyway, we're gonna talk about it tomorrow. Yeah. My input. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, that's the point of having an open discussion. People need to learn to agree to disagree, whether it's something that people agree with or not. That's why people have to have open discussions. So you are more than welcome. Anybody else that would like to hear my platform and talk about it is more than welcome, because I'm curious about it. I'm curious because when I tell people, they ask me, when were you born? And I tell them, they're like, oh, Lord, you a Sagittarius. Y'all something else. And I'm like, okay, I can say the same about you, but all right. But anyway, love you to Reese's Pieces. I will talk to you guys later. Y'all, thank you, Redeem. I appreciate you. Oh, thank you. Okay. Thank you, Lord. I appreciate that. People showing out today. I appreciate you guys. And also, if you can, like, share, and subscribe. Put my channel out there so I can get an algorithm. You know, I don't know why YouTube pushes some people, but they don't push some others. So since I have a small channel, if you can help me out, I would appreciate it. If you're a content creator, you said the 12 disciples, personalities correlated with the aspect of zodiac signs. More likely, you know. I don't know that. That's why we're gonna have an open discussion. Okay. So I'll talk to you guys later. Love you to Reese's Pieces. Thank you for all the new members. I appreciate you so much. And hopefully I can keep providing you good content and that you would keep coming back. And so thank you so much. Talk to you guys later. Bye. Selena.
It's a vibe, baby. Oak Cliff girl, can't make you change my world. Damn, you're so fine, girl. Oak Cliff girl, put them heels on and rule my
Welcome to
world.
Selena's Couch, where you are welcome to be free to be yourself. So you can lay your head on my couch, on my pillows.
It's all good, we can do whatever we wanna do now. I'm in my bag right now, and I got a feeling, babe, yeah. You're gonna be my number one lover. Screaming like making love to each other, with the lights on top of the covers, just me and you, babe. And I feel like you're my
Love you to Reese's Pieces.
Get you a word. Nana boo boo.